Welcome, guys. It's Doug MPA. It is Sunday, December 15th of 2024. I decided to throw this live stream together because the give me 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay, the Brick Lady is back. Rhoda Osmond. Remember her about a year ago? She said that she got hit in the face with a brick, but it turned out she was lying. Remember that? Well, she decided to come on the Anton Daniels show and pretend like nobody knew who she was, and she ended up getting clowned and ran away because that's what these strong, independent B dubs do. They puff their chest out, and they get pressured, they ended up running off because they can't handle the heat in the kitchen, right? So I'm gonna start with the crime files because I always start my channel with a crime file story, and then we're gonna do a deep dive into the Brick Lady, and then see her appearance on the Anton Daniels show. So make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching this after the fact, drop a comment. I have the link pinned up to the top. If you want to join the conversation, please hit that button and comment on it. I'd really appreciate it. I already see Raymond Thoughts and Minds in the chat. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for your support. Steve M, good to see you too. Let's get into the crime file story real quick. Let me present my screen. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday so far. I know I am. Screen. Okay. Okay. Now remember, guys, the crime files are stories about women who have been accused of, prosecuted for, or convicted of various crimes. I do these stories because in 2024 and beyond, women have as much, if not more, of a proclivity to commit evil acts because they are empowered to be equal and strong like men, but society does not hold them accountable. So you are going to see more women doing crazy stuff. And so that's why I do these stories. So make sure to check out my channel for all my crime files videos. JP, good to see you, my friend. And this one here, guys, you remember the percentage of DV, of domestic, fighting that goes on between um, lesbian couples and studs and stuff like that? Well, this is proof. When two women get together, it's absolute chaos because this poor girl right here. Oh yeah. Full auto night. Uh, Electro Tux. I know who you are. I've looked on a couple of her live streams before. Good stuff, man. Anthony Williams, Chad, good to see you. So this woman was dating a lady who had an 8-year-old child and ended up taking the 8-year-old child out. And this is what happens in these lesbian relationships, guys. Violence, all sorts of craziness, which is why it's funny how so many women complain about men when women can't stand other women, guys. The worst things happen in relationships between women. So how are we supposed to put up with them long term, guys? How are we supposed to do it? Anyway, let's get into this.
And we have more breaking news now at 6. A verdict was just reached in the trial for a Gwinnett woman accused of killing this 8-year-old girl, Amari Hall. Atlanta News First Adam Murphy inside the courtroom when that verdict was reached. Adam.
Well, good evening, Carly. I can tell you at this hour that Celeste Owens was found guilty on all 20 counts against her in the death of her girlfriend's daughter, an 8-year-old Amari Hall.
Listen to that, guys. Isn't that crazy? 8 years old. Never got a chance to live. And guys, imagine what a woman named Celeste Owens, who would take out an 8-year-old girl, imagine what she looks like. Imagine in your head real quick. Okay, watch.
This coming after both sides made their closing arguments.
It is awful that all of us had to meet under these circumstances.
Defense attorney Robert Greenwald addressed the jury in closing arguments on Friday, stating that his client Celeste
I told you guys.
Jesus H. Christ.
What did you think she looked like? Tattoo on her face. High top fade, you guys. She looks like a straight up. How sad, man. How sad.
Owens is not guilty of killing his girlfriend's 8-year-old daughter, Amari Hall.
You're to base your verdict on the evidence or the lack thereof, not on a...
No, Anthony, we're gonna get to the brick lady later, but I always start my live streams off with what I call the crime files, where I cover a story. Because here's the thing: you see stories in the news with women doing crazy stuff, and we still have this visceral reaction, like, "How could a woman do that? There must have been some reason. She must have had some type of trauma, or some man must have pushed her." No. Women are just as evil, if not more so, in 2024 and beyond than men. Like I said at the beginning of this, women are being empowered to be equal to men or superior to men, but they are not being held accountable like men. So crazy stuff like this happens.
Motion.
The defense team said the evidence presented in the trial does not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Owens is guilty, despite...
Look at that hard-faced broad. Oh my goodness. Yikes.
Jesus H. Christ.
Ah.
the fact that the medical examiner made it clear on the stand Amari was malnourished and had visible signs of abuse, like a laceration on her liver.
Something hit the outside of Amari's body and crushed her liver against her spine.
The medical examiner stated that at the time Amari's body was found in a wooded area in DeKalb County.
So the little girl was malnourished, physically, traumatized, and then when she was deleted, this thing here, that woman dropped her body off in the woods. How sad is that, you guys?
In November of 2021, she weighed only 54 pounds and could have survived if properly cared for.
She's less than 5th percentile. She's malnourished.
Count 1, malice murder, guilty.
Look at that hard-faced broad. Ah!
And after less than 2 hours of deliberations, the jury found Celeste Owens guilty on all 20 counts against her, including murder and cruelty to children.
She is guilty of felony murder in count 2. She is guilty for causing the death of Amari through committing the act of cruelty to children.
Now, we have just learned that sentencing is going on right now inside the courtroom. The judge saying that on the first count of malice murder that Celeste Owens will receive life without parole, basically telling her, unquote, she will never see the light of day.
She got life without parole. I'm going to give that a round of applause. Because most of the time, women avoid life without parole and the death penalty. She got the book thrown at her, as she should have.
And again, we also want to point out that Amari Hall's mother, Brittany, is currently in jail and facing very similar charges in the 8-year-old's death, and she will face a judge and a courtroom very soon. We're live here in Gwinnett County tonight. Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.
And we have more.
Well, this poor girl never had a chance to live because her mom got with the wrong stud and got taken out. So, my condolences to this little girl and the people that actually cared about her. I just don't understand what that nasty looking woman took her out over. What could have possibly been going through her head to take out an 8-year-old? Anyway, so the brick lady, guys, you remember her, Roda Osmond? She checks off all the boxes. She's a black woman, but she's Ethiopian or Somali, one of the two. And then she's, LGBT, ACTV. She's Muslim. She's a single mom.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
All the boxes, guys. Remember, she started an Instagram live and said that She got hit in the face by a brick, and none of these black men came to help her. So black men, we got dragged all through social media. And all of us guys, come on, we all knew she was lying. Come on now. Well, let's do a little bit of a recap.
The woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live.
So first off, big hole in the story. If you get hit in the face by a brick, there wouldn't be any skin here at all. And odds are there'd be broken bones in her face. So that should have been the first red flag right there. But look at that. So they said that she had an allergic reaction to some beauty project, some beauty product that she tried. But she tried to say, "Oh yeah, Carlos X, she got like $45,000 for her GoFundMe." And the sad part about it is, that's just her GoFundMe. She posted her Cash App and her Venmo, so who knows how much money people gave her on Cash App and Venmo. And that's the thing, guys. Let me say this right now. I'm automatically biased. If you guys are new here, Doug MPA is black. I've been black on this planet for freaking 43 years, and I'll tell you, African American women are, as a demographic, African American women are the worst women on the planet, hands down. Tell me I'm lying. I'm black. I can say it. You can Thanos snap 70 to 80% of American black women off the planet, and no one would care, and the world would be a better place. And it's because of women like this one. It was an obvious scam. She's loud, boisterous, shaking her stuff all over social media when she has a kid at home. She's scammed people multiple times, and all these black women came to her defense, which is why this believe all women stuff, guys, come on now. No. Dante's Inferno Purgatory said the best. B-dubs keep taking L after L after L. It's true. It is true.
Streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe.
And also, how can you be strong and independent and don't need no man, but then black women are the least protected? No one cares about us because we're black women. You can't speak out of both sides of your mouths. Guys, if you see some random woman in trouble out in public, keep on walking. You don't know especially if you have no idea what's going on. Because who's more likely to instigate violence between the sexes in 2024, guys, men or women? You know the answer, women. Women still think that there's this invisible shield around them that will protect them after they initiate physical contact with a man. If you're walking out and about and you see a woman on the ground, step over her, keep on walking, guys. If you see a woman in a fight with a man, keep on walking. Because odds are she started that fight. It is not worth your physical health, guys. Keep on walking. Steve M., thank you for the donation. He says, for croutons and another brick. Carlos X says, yep, I'm done helping women. Anthony Williams says, they make it. Nobody disrespects men more than B-Dub, especially to be him. Exactly. Guys, if you take you could take the rhetoric of modern black women and the rhetoric of the KKK in the 50s and the 60s. You could take it matches now. If you take the rhetoric of a Klansman and take that label off and take the rhetoric of a modern black woman and take the label off and put them side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Tell me I'm lying. When they're talking about black men. Tell me I'm lying, guys. Exactly.
GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
And the sad part about it is, all you have to do is ask questions. Most modern women's stories fall apart if you just ask questions. And not very. It isn't even. You have to go that deep. But what happens when you start asking questions, guys?
How dare you?
Like, why isn't your skin broken on your face?
How dare you?
Why do the cameras not show that a guy hit you with a brick in the face?
How dare you?
Why was there video of you wearing a mask the night before?
How dare you?
Why would you take a video of yourself in the hospital room?
How dare you?
Why is it the first thing after getting hit in the face by a brick is you start your phone and record everything?
How dare you?
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Roda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
And the thing about her is she has to face a criminal trial. And then she has to be known as the brick lady for the rest of her life. The brick lady.
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No. That was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here.
See, look, nothing left on her face, nothing. No skin broken, no scars, no broken bones, nothing. Come on now.
They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm
And guys, she's a single mom, of course. She's a single mom. And she has a son. The worst, lying, disgusting 304s always give birth to sons and raise sons by themselves. And that's why a lot of these black boys are freaking criminals, dude. Because I guarantee you, her son is going to be trying to carjack you guys in freaking 10, 15 years. I'm telling you, watch out. Grant, good to see you, my friend. How you doing?
Actually educated and I actually am talented.
And tonight a
Come on, Garrett Grant. You know that there's a lot of thirsty, desperate. I'm gonna say this, guys. Black men, we have to do better, guys, because there are too many of us shooting up the club into broads like this, man. Come on now. We got to have some standards, guys.
Spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Roda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston Police. We're live near the Galleria. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
So, before we get to the Anton Daniels show, let's see what the rhetoric was like back then when the story first came out. Mr. Anti-Black says, I never had liked these Simps and Mama's Boys. Yep, me neither. So this Isaiah guy, he's in Houston. He does this Isaiah factor. I've covered his show before, and he's simping all over the place, guys. He's one of those, oh yeah, black women are so strong and blah blah blah. So he has this panel of black women here who are going to talk about what happened when this first came out. So let's see what the rhetoric was like when this actually happened. So let's go through some of this.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. A lot of hot topics to get to tonight. We begin with a rejection that took a dangerous turn. A Houston woman.
Carlos X's Bryce Newberry, the sassy news guy, roasted her bed in another clip. Oh yeah, I have to try to find that.
Is recovering after she says a man hit her in the head, in the face with a brick. Roda says he attacked her after she refused to give him her cell phone number, all while a crowd of men stood there watching.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life?
Look at that, guys. It doesn't even look like blunt force trauma. Guys, think about when you were younger. You probably either got hit in the face by a baseball or a football or something like that, or you fell off your bike and hit your face. And there's all sorts of scratches and stuff. This does not look like blunt force trauma right here.
Life to deserve this. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men.
So wild that she took this video in the hospital room.
It was like, what are you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why is this man?
The Clue channel, good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. If anyone wants to come into the discussion, come on up.
I got a brick on my face.
According to her social media, this happened over the weekend. We reached out to HPD for some information and have yet to hear back. Joining us now to talk about it, public relations specialist Bridget Holden, Latoria.
Guys, so you see these panel of freaking whale-sized B-dubs, so you know exactly where this discussion is gonna go. Come on now. Look at these broads. Look at this girl's hair. Look at this. Is this a freaking Brillo pad? What the heck is going on here?
Lemon, along with pastor and journalist Dr. Ruth Olson. Glad to all have you here on The Factor. When you guys see this, and number one, she's saying there were a group of men standing around, probably on their damn cell phones, looking to get the shot instead of trying to protect a woman. Your thoughts?
Listen to the vitriol in his voice. On their dang cell phones. No, they're sitting there minding their own business. And then so what happened was she gets dropped off by an Uber driver, and she gets aggressive with the Uber driver for some reason. Then he throws a water bottle at her because she hit him, right? And then she decides to run up to these guys who are just sitting there and say, "Oh my God, I got hit in the face by a brick."
What's on this?
I feel like black women are not being protected these days. I mean, but then I don't know if you watch social media, but then there are a lot of women on here who are saying, well, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that. So we kind of have
That's right, 100%. You can't have it both ways. Guys, women, and I've been saying this on my channel as of late. I'm going to say it again. Guys, there's never going to be equality between women. It's never going to be fair between women, right? So as women push for equality, the only way that men and women are going to be equal is if life gets just as unfair for women as it is unfair for men. That's what equality looks like. And women have a harsh lesson coming, guys. A harsh lesson.
Take accountability. If we're out here saying that, then are the men going to protect us? But
what is this on top of her head, guys? Come on now.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
God.
I thought that chivalry is dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
And buried. Latoya, your thoughts about this? Number one, first of all, someone hitting her with a brick because she refused to give their number if all the facts are correct.
Absolutely. So I understand rejection is hard, right? But my real issue here, of course, I don't condone any violence and I don't like it. But the men that stood around and watched, people.
Here it comes. What it always boils down to is, where are the real men? Where are the real men? Oh, let me bring the Clue channel. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing?
What's up, Doug and Pete? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, man. What were you doing when this happened a year ago?
I was calling bullshit when this happened a year ago. I knew it was bullshit.
Yep.
I knew it was bullshit because you remember that other
what's the curse word?
That other video where she pointed the camera at all the dudes who quote unquote weren't doing anything about it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew it was bullshit. She was
out screaming in the street. Watch the curse words. Please.
Oh! This is a clean channel. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes.
Cool. Go for it.
I apologize to you and your audience. Yes. I knew it was crap because when she did the she panned her camera over to see everybody who was quote unquote sitting back and watching.
And she smiled while she was doing it too.
Yeah, and if you watch all the previous videos, this is what she does. This is how she got famous. By out and proud man hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And guys, she is a PhD student in women and gender studies at the University of Texas, Austin, you guys. Of course she is.
I know you didn't just say gender studies. I know you didn't just say gender studies. No.
Did she graduate? She took down her LinkedIn. It used to be up, but not anymore. Let me see. Is she still there? University of Texas.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you know this. But I graduated from Texas A&M, and we're rivals. The University of Texas and Texas A&M. So this is a second reason to hate this chick. A second reason. UT, really? Come on. No wonder you a liar. Go ahead.
and guys, a little known fact. So Austin and Denver were the two cities that Californians moved to during the cough, but Austin's emptying out. A lot of Californians are moving to Denver and certain other parts because, guys, I lived in Texas. Texans are Texas. Texans, like
yes, we are.
Texans, they do not play with their belief system.
That's right.
Texas exceptionalism is a real thing. They said, if you're going to come here, you better leave your California politics at the door. And I guess so many California people thought that they can come and turn Texas purple, but they had another thing coming. So a whole bunch of people are moving out of Austin now.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the signs. Do not bring your California here. I've seen them. They're there.
Yep.
Texas originated as a country. And Texas still believes to this day that it's a country.
Well, they have a charter in the Texas Constitution, and that they can leave the union at any time. There just needs to be a referendum. Because I lived in San Antonio for a year and a half. You have all these. Oh, we're the Republic of Texas, and we need to break away. They're never going to do it because Texas receives more federal dollars than like any other state because there's so many military bases.
Right.
There are more military and Air Force bases and military personnel in Texas than any other state.
Right. And
Yep.
then, you got the size of it all. So, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, guys, the way that black men who were dragged at the time, it just made me sick. And and all we have to do was sit around and wait for the true story to come out. But let's get back to this real quick.
People are no longer getting any type of help in situations that they need help in. People are not being decent. People are making everything a joke, everything a moment to go viral. And this could have been.
Look at this chick now. Come on.
This is this lady's health.
You're wrong for that, man. You're wrong for that.
Come on now, guys. I'm telling you, like the average African American woman weighs 190 pounds right now.
I weigh 190 pounds and I'm 6 feet.
Yeah,
so that's terrible. And I'm fat. I consider myself fat. I feel fat.
It's crazy, guys. It's out of control.
Still be in the hospital with severe damages. And so to see that nobody helped her, I mean, that's heartbreaking completely.
And of course, Dr. Olison, we're talking about a new generation that's not used to rejection, not playing the old school rule games where you just keep trying,
Yeah.
And then
you guys approaching women in public, guys, don't do it. Not in 2024.
Correct. I agree.
You got to find another way to meet women. Join like an intramural sports league. Start going to trivia night, or maybe you have a friend who knows somebody, but do not cold approach women in public. Don't do it.
You have people who, if they see someone who's in trouble, they think videotaping it is their response to helping them out, and that's not the case.
Yeah, they're all of a sudden citizen journalists instead of helping. I want to just express so much compassion for this young lady. And I also want to express a lot of concern for where we are. If people can stand around and watch that, we do have to get involved. She asked a question in that. She said, what did I ever do to deserve this? Nothing. You didn't do anything to.
Oh, this didn't age well, did it? This did not age well.
Deserve that.
No, it didn't.
And guys, that's why the thing about this believe all women thing is it just like how the cough exacerbated a whole bunch of issues that were going to come down the pipe anyway. Hashtag believe all women. It just accelerated men's apathy. Women always say, "Oh yeah, men hate us." The only thing worse than men hating women is just men just not even acknowledging your freaking existence, and that's what hashtag M2 and hashtag believe all women did.
I mean, people think that the opposite of love is hate. No, it's not. The opposite of love is indifference.
You got it, 100%.
Not giving a care, not giving an F.
I'm gonna give you a round of applause. Because you hit it right on the head, my friend. Go ahead.
Yeah, the worst thing that could happen to a woman is that they walk into a room full of men and they just don't acknowledge them. They're going about what they're doing.
Or
worst thing.
Or there's a crisis and no men care. Yeah, yep. I learned a harsh lesson. So
not caring, not giving an F. All of that is kryptonite to a woman.
I lived in the DC area for 9 years. I had to take the DC Metro for 4 years. Now, I'd imagine the only worst hell on earth than the DC Metro is the New York Metro. But guys, I'm a generally positive person. I smile a lot. I like to make eye contact. The worst thing you can do on the DC Metro is make eye contact and smile, because if you do that, someone's going to ask you for money. So don't do that. And then 2, keep your head down and keep on walking. I saw apparently a man and a woman were doing like a child drop off. A man and a woman, the the woman was giving the man their child to take back to his house because for like visitation or whatever. Well, they got in a fight, right? And so so the man's holding the child on the train. The woman jumps on the train, grabs the child's arm, and is trying to pull the child away from him off the train. So they're playing tug of war with this like 4-year-old.
Oh man, come on.
And guys, it looked like they were yelling and screaming. It looked like they're literally about to rip this child in half.
I don't want to see that.
I just kept, you know what? So eventually, because the door kept wanting to close, he ended up letting go. But bro, just keep on walking. You know what? I just kept my head down, kept on walking because what could happen if you get involved in something like that? Emotions running high when it comes to a child, guys. Keep your head down. Keep on walking. Yep.
We want to put that out there. And also, let's make an appeal that let's help people.
Right.
We've got to get back involved. That's who we are. A lot of the social media has separated us, and a lot of us think, well, it's just me. It's all about me. It's going viral. It's not about other people, and we need relationships. We need other people. One thing for sure, she made the right decision in not giving him her phone number.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure she did.
Yeah.
And still,
I'll take things that never happened for 1,000, Alex.
Doug, did we ever find this alleged brick assailant?
Yeah. Yeah.
We found him?
Yeah.
So we know he's a real dude.
Yeah, he gives his side of the story. Hold on. Let me play this, but I'll bring him up. And he tells his side of the story too.
Back to another viral video moment.
Oh, oops, sorry guys.
But you know what I want to think about is nothing. You didn't do anything to do.
Attempted to rob the store. The suspect used bear spray and masked a glass case with a hammer, but that's when employees started to go in on him. He walked away with an ass whooping. And empty hands. So guys, we have seen this time and time again, Latoya, where people have been smashing and grabbing, walking in with no consequence.
Right.
You cannot do this to a mom and pops. They will kick your ass.
Hello.
They will beat you down because you are taking from them and there's no insurance to cover it.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy got what he deserved. And you know what? I like to say they put the paws on, especially just bold like this. Like, he got what he deserved.
Bridget, any advice for mom and pops who may put their lives pouring out their alcohol as a...
Okay, so that's the end of that. And then, so this is what happens on this show when they found out that she was lying. So let's see the other side. Because first off, I got to give them credit for actually having this story here. And he admitted that he was duped. And he has Brillo pad on there. Blonde Brillo pad, and she admitted that she was duped too. So we're gonna see this. We're gonna see the brick lady guy, his account, and then we're gonna go into the Anton Daniels show.
And thank you for staying up late with us. We have a great program for you tonight. Don't go anywhere, and we want to thank all of our guests for joining us as well. We begin.
So say hi to everybody. Reggie Gamer, good to see you, my friend. Carlos X, Decline Management. Truism, the Storm Crow, good to see you. Pyro, good to see you, my friend. Make sure to like the videos, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment if you're watching this after the fact, and hit that super chat button. All donations are appreciated.
Tonight with a story that had a lot of people talking.
Dante's Inferno says a big-headed simp. He does have a big head though. It looks like his glasses are way too small for his big ass head.
The saga of the now infamous brick lady. Her claims of being assaulted have turned into quite the scandal. Her real name is Roda Osman. You're looking at her there. You may remember that plea on social media. You may remember when we covered her story last September. Bridget, you and I were duped too. Yep. We fell for it like a damn fool. She claimed a man threw a brick.
I got to give him credit for admitting that he was duped. I'm going to give him a round of applause. because a lot of people wouldn't do another story to
At least he admitted it, because a lot of these guys, I don't know if he's on the left or the right, but a lot of these guys,
bro, he's way on the left.
Once they
man.
found out he's way on the left, well, I salute him for admitting he was wrong, because the people over there will not admit when they're wrong ever. Yep. So I'm glad he did.
Free Zone Luke, good to see you, my friend.
Salute Free Zone, salute truism.
Dante's in front of purgatory. He said, "What explicit accountability unheard of, especially on the left, you guys."
Brick at her because she wouldn't give him her phone number. But investigators say the attack never happened. Osmond has been charged with theft by deception. According to court documents, she collected more than $40,000 through GoFundMe. Osmond is out on bond and is scheduled to go to court on March 5th. Let's keep in mind these charges are just allegations at this point, and she has not been convicted. However, we ask, if the allegations are proven and are true in court, how could that impact victims of assault who come forward in the future? Joining us to talk about it, publicist Brigitte Holden, attorney Ricky Hernandez, and Factor digital producer.
He actually walks around.
That's a
like
lot
that,
of hair.
God, yikes.
That's like 4 heads.
Someone has to tell her, guys. Yeah, exactly.
Come on. That is not aerodynamic.
She has all this hair. She has all this hair, and she still has a 5 head.
What the heck? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Aji Borderin. Glad to have you here on the Factor. Since Aji, you've been monitoring this for us on social media, and you brought to our attention she was in Jamaica.
Yeah, she was.
Tell us about that video she posted. How long ago did she?
Like 2 dogs on her head. Decline management deployed airbags.
What's that dog? Shih Tzus. 2 Shih Tzus. Brown Shih Tzus.
Shih Tzus in a dog fighting match right on her forehead, guys. Someone has to tell.
Wow.
You mean to tell me she has no one in her life telling her not to walk around like that? Come on, man.
I mean, come on. Can you fit in the elevator with that hair? Come on.
Can you imagine her driving in a convertible with the top down?
Oh man, the gas mileage on the convertible would drop 1 mile per gallon.
Oh man, well, freaking 10 miles per gallon.
Posted.
Yep. Bird nesting material.
Oh, y'all in the chat, y'all crazy.
Reagan Maxson says she got hit with a brick. What? Did she try to rob? She tried to rob the McAllister household when only Kevin was home alone.
Dang! Don't mess with Kevin. Kevin McAllister, he's cool. Don't mess with him. Don't.
It's the season, right?
Yes, it's Christmas time. He's he's waiting for his mama who left him twice.
About 3 to 5 days ago. So it was actually interesting because when she was supposed to she actually agreed to turn her stuff into the police a few days ago, and she didn't show up. And that
was right. She was on the run for like a week and a half or 2 weeks, technically.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. They said the brick lady's on the run.
Day when she didn't show up, she posted a video talking about how much she had been through in the past year and how she was reclaiming herself and trying to pour back into herself. And she was in Jamaica, and people were saying on social media, like, "Are you a fugitive?" Like, because you're supposed to be at the
guys. Let me say, if you've watched my channel enough, you may say the worst part about 304s, they use men, they're single moms. They hate their children, blah, blah, they have kids out of wedlock. Only thing worse than all of that, modern women can't keep their mouths shut. They will put anything and everything on social media, guys. Things that women in the past would take to the grave. Women will put it out on social media for public consumption. Here's the thing. If a woman's going to hold around, but don't talk about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you're bipolar on medication, what are you on social media talking about your bipolar disorder for? AJ's channel talks about women with the herp derp. You have women saying they're freaking herp derp advocates, high five advocates on TikTok. Keep that stuff to yourself. Why are you all over social media saying all the worst thing about modern 304s, guys, is they talk too much. Tell me I'm lying.
Well, they're social media addicts. We talk about, people addicted to alcohol and gambling and narcotics, but we never talk about the social media addicts.
She's Keisha Brick Laden.
Freeze on Lou. He's part of my crew.
Yeah, and Frackus Max said it. Yeah, Daphne. Isn't she like accountability or something like that? Yeah, she got it, man. This is literally all her. But yeah, man, you're right. Social media, once again, social media has literally exacerbated all these issues with women's behavior in nature. Is going to come out sooner or later, but social media just exacerbated all of it. And guys, don't get with a woman who puts her whole life all over the internet, because you will be her content.
I hear that. Because the moment y'all have a fight, everybody, all of her followers will know details about that fight.
Yep, 100%. Deacon Dave, good to see you, my friend.
Shout out, Dave.
Even Brittany Renner. Okay, Brittany Renner's a 304. She got trains ran on her by the freaking Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Lakers. But the problem is that she wrote that book and she tells everybody all of her business. So she's like, "Oh yeah, men won't date me because men won't date you because if a man does date you, they're gonna be content on your social media or they're gonna be in your next book." That's why men won't date you. You won't keep your mouth shut. Guys, avoid women who are content creators because you will be their content. Let's get back into this.
A police station. So it's just kind of, it's really fishy when you have somebody who's raising, $40,000+ you mentioned. 42,000 had a $10,000 bond.
Pyro, you're trying to come in, but it says that your device isn't connected. So I'm gonna go out and come back in, okay? Because it says device not connected. So shut it down and then come back in.
And they're in Jamaica right before when they're supposed to be at the police station. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff around this case that just didn't feel right from the jump, and even more so as we came into the last few days.
And Ricky Hernandez, when you look at this from a criminal perspective, what is she looking at here? What is HPD charged her with? What does that mean?
Right. So she's been charged with theft by deception. So theft is a crime that, based on basically the amount of money stolen, that's going to affect the degree of the crime, right? So with her crime in particular, she's stolen, as Bridget said, $42,000. When you steal anywhere between $30,000 and $150,000 in the state of Texas, that's a third-degree felony.
Guys, Texas has so many good laws. Honestly, man.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You know what's Clue? What is the best Texas law that you can think of off the top of your head?
Homestead laws, protecting your home.
Yep.
Somebody comes up into your home, you could do whatever you want. You
Guys,
can shoot them in the head, that's fine.
Yeah,
you can torture them, that's fine. It's all good in Texas.
If you check the papers, because when I was living in San Antonio, there are multiple stories each week of someone trying to break into someone's house, and the homeowner has a weapon, puts them down. No questions asked, guys. No questions, no investigation. Right. Even better than that, Clue. You know that there's a child support cap in Texas where the most a woman can get out of a man is $2,800. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And also, you can't garnish wages in Texas. Because when I was in Dallas, these people would call and say, well, if you got a week to call us back or we're going to garnish your wages. I'm like, I'm in Texas, bro. You can't garnish nothing. I'm in
That's
Texas.
That's why all what? How many kids does Elon Musk have? He has like 10, 11.
Yep.
All of them born in Texas, bro. All of them.
They protect it.
Let's go. Pyro, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? What's up?
I'm good, man. Seen you talk about your Elon kids. What about that Decepticon one? Was he born in Texas?
Who's this? Oh yeah. Hold on. Elon Musk born.
South Africa. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
He had a kid who was Decepticon, and I think he disowned him.
Yeah. Vivian Jenna Wilson, the Transformer daughter of Elon Musk, said Thursday in her first interview that he was an absent father who was cruel to her as a child for being, LGBT HGTV. Wilson. Okay, so let me see where was born. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, was born in Texas. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, born in Texas. Yeah, so he's safe. He was safe the whole time. Yep. But guys, I don't know, man. Like I don't want any kids. I don't have any kids, but like it's and like in the chat, it would be the reason why so many people get upset when their child was lesbian, gay, whatever is. As a parent, you want every parent dreams of that their child's gonna meet him. A woman's gonna meet a man's gonna meet a woman. They're gonna get married, have kids, and grandkids and stuff. So
build their own legacy.
Yeah, so you have to deal with that disappointment when your son or daughter says that they're LGBT HGTV. And I think we finally settled into that possibility, right? But like, if your son or daughter comes out as freaking, I don't know, man. Like,
Pre-Optimus Prime.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine? Like, I can't even think about how I would process that, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I can maybe process them being, LG, but like being
yeah.
How could you not feel like a failure as a parent?
Yeah, I would.
Well, if you understand that it's a mental disorder, then I think you could deal with it better. There's nothing you did as a parent that contributed to that. It's a mental disorder. It is. It's in the medical book. It's a mental disorder.
Because this is Elon Musk's son that's now his daughter, right there.
Oof.
Look at that same nose, everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to this.
So she's looking at anywhere from a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the state penitentiary for this crime.
Now, if she were able to get out of it, what would she have to prove? What would her attorney have to come into court and show that she did not commit?
Oh, JP is in Australia. I always have to give our Canadian and Australian brothers a round of applause for making another day. Because Canada and Australia are feminist hellholes. So JP, good to see you, man. Good to see you made it through another day.
Commit fraud or deception here.
Right, so basically the way it's written now is in the complaint, it has not been indicted yet, but is that she unlawfully appropriated basically the property of GoFundMe. So she would have to prove that she basically received the property, or in this case, it's cash money. She would have to prove that she received those profits lawfully. But I mean, as it seems now, those profits were obtained by deception.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then she's probably guilty.
And really quick, explain for the viewer when you say she's been charged, but she hasn't been indicted. Make the difference there. What does that mean to the average layman out there?
Right. So an indictment is really a term specific to felonies. I know it's thrown out a lot, but basically the prosecutors for the Harris County will have to prove the facts to what's called the grand jury, which is.
All right, let's get back. Let's get to this woman here. How she's going to talk about how.
What the hell? Her hair is covering up the whole scene.
Perception is always, stronger than the actual court of law. And so now when someone comes forward, whether black, white, or whatever female, people are not going to jump so soon to believe them. So it's kind of a dangerous thing. It's like, do we come to their aid or are they?
No, we don't come to their aid. No, we don't.
Crying wolf. That story we were told as a little kid, and so now it puts people on guard, if you will. Do I trust this person? Or are they telling the?
So her hair is so crazy that like it actually, I didn't even notice her freaking eyelashes. Look at the size of those bad boys.
Is somebody living in those puffs? There's got to be a house in there. I mean, can I buy real estate there?
She could jump out of a plane and land on those puffs and survive.
What is going on? What is wrong?
Crazy Gamer, she says she looks like Tina Turner from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. You will not insult Tina Turner like that, my friend. Don't insult the great Tina Turner like that. Come on now. She looks like a sheepdog. You guys are insane.
Somebody's living in those puffs. You got to find out who that is.
Hey, you know what? There is a housing crisis up there. She can charge rent. You charge rent for freaking both sides. You know what I'm saying? $1,500 over here, $1,500 over there.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We need to get an investigation going on with this for real.
100%.
The truth, or is it another brick lady? So you never know.
And of course, we covered this in the beginning.
We did.
Very convincing.
Yep, very convincing.
Crying and said no other men would come to her aid. They would only take video.
It wasn't convincing though. That's what he doesn't understand. If you take your head out of your butt and stop simping for black women all the time, you would have thought just like all the rest of us did.
Speak, brother, speak.
I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna say it like I said at the beginning, guys. You could Thanos snap 80% of American black women off this planet, and not only would no one care, but the world would be a better place.
Oh,
yep.
I'm telling you, man. I would freaking die on that hill, man. I would die on
it. That's a harsh thing to say, sir.
But you know what? The truth is harsh, and the truth hurts.
It does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drag.
Matt Dimmo, I haven't seen you in forever, man. How have you been? He says, "Wubba lubba dub." I always get on this live screen too late. Well, good to have you, my friend. I didn't post it beforehand, so I decided to throw this together. Deacon Dave, good to see you. Anthony Williams, like every other time, the nice lacrosse team, Magic School, Rolling Stone, never believe. Yep, 100%.
Because it made it seem like men were trash because they didn't come to her aid. And a lot of times women, I'm trying to use my words carefully, but because we're damsels in distress, if you will, men are now going to be very cautious about coming to a person's aid, a female, if they think that she's lying. So now it's not trusted.
And Aji, we talked about it in our editorial meeting in the past. Was there any other case like this, similar to this, where there was a GoFundMe or some type of allegation that you can recall?
Well, not specifically like in that same way where we're talking about being attacked. But I mean, I think right now on social media, you see a lot of people who are using their life situations, whether it be being homeless on the street or going through whatever struggles to try to raise money. And sometimes those claims are not always fully true. So it makes people kind of think harder about whether or not they want to reach out and help people. But there's still just as many people who are questioning it. There's a vast number of people who are supporting it. I mean, even now, as Roda is going through all these charges, these charges, there are still people saying, well, why are y'all saying that she's wrong? Like, she still was attacked, or, she still went through these.
No, she wasn't. Actually, no, she wasn't. Yep. It was all fabricated and made up.
Yeah.
All made up.
Yep. Yep.
And I said that since the beginning.
You present them with stone cold evidence, and they're still like,
How dare you?
But she's a black woman. How dare you question a black woman?
How dare you?
I do that all the time. I question black women every day.
I'm telling you,
you're not going to stop me from doing it.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it.
I agree 100%.
I'm going to say it one more time. Like I said earlier, you could take a KKK member from the 60s, their rhetoric, take the face off of it. Take the modern black woman's rhetoric about black men, take the face off of it, put it side by side, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
That's right.
You got to
as Tommy Sotomayor says, black women are the right hand of white supremacy.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Because guys, I've been black unexplained for 43 years. I can tell you, man. Like, you want to talk about agents of chaos and destruction? B-dubs, man. I'm telling you, as a black man, they're not all. There are some good ones, but most of the good ones have lived a similar experience to the ones that good black men have. They're usually the nerdy type, where they're usually black women who have been rejected by other black women because they're too smart. They don't buy into this ratchet craziness. Usually the good ones recognize the foolish amongst the foolishness amongst their own group. So they do exist, but
these things. So I think when you have so many people who have access to your story at one time, you can find the people who will support you no matter what.
And Ricky, really quick before we close, is HPD at this point alleging nothing happened, or is this deception and misleading?
So from that perspective, basically it's alleged that she obtained the funds based on her social media posts.
Okay, we're going to get to the guy who... So this is a guy that hit her. This is the Uber driver that hit her with the water bottle. We're going to see him. And then we're going to go to the Anton Daniels show.
This should be good.
In tonight's Crime Files, we have a development in the viral Brick Lady story. So we told you about how this woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now charged, accused of making the entire story up.
Fox 26's Abigail Dye is joining us. And Abigail, you spoke to that guy here today who was accused.
Abigail can get it. All right, let's go.
Of throwing,
she's pretty. She's something. She's something.
And this girl in the center kind of has that old neck, but she's kind of hot too,
Hey, hold up a second. I'm not gonna let you diss old women. I like older women. No. I don't. No. Yeah, if she's pretty, it doesn't matter what turkeys are going through her neck. It doesn't matter. If she's pretty, she's pretty. All right, she's pretty.
I mean, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
What you're saying is you base that turkey anytime? Is that what you're saying? Let's go.
Seeing the woman with that brick.
Yes, and he has quite the story. I mean, he has a whole side to his story, and it's a lot different than her story.
She looks like a hotter version of Caitlin Clark, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my basketball girl. Who? Yeah, my basketball girl.
Yeah, and Caitlin Clark can get it too, guys. Don't get that twisted. She may not be the hottest, but she can get it.
And he straight up says that he didn't do this. He didn't hit her with the brick, but all of this that followed, all of this social media nonsense has really wreaked havoc on his life and reputation.
Her real name is Roda Osmond. She claimed a man hit her with a brick because she wouldn't.
She has that freaking demon look in her eyes. Look at those eyes, guys. Ugh. And someone shot up the club, got this girl pregnant.
Yeah. I mean,
guys, come on.
If you see the shape of her, you would understand, but it's still stupid.
Yeah.
She's Somalian too, so add that on to the
I think she's
Somalian.
I think she's Ethiopian. And guys, Ethiopian women are some of the most beautiful women on the planet, guys.
Yes. She's gifted below if you see it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, she has a freaking dump truck for sure, man. Ethiopian women. Let's look at some of these Ethiopian women. Oh,
Uh-oh.
where'd that go?
Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ethiopian women are just fine.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, look like anime characters, dude. Straight up.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. Make that one big. The one before. Make that one big. The one with the big hair, the big wavy hair.
Oh, this one? I'm telling you, man, Ethiopian women are absolutely beautiful, man. Look at this one.
Like Alicia Keys right there.
Yep, Ethiopian women are fine. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Give him her number. She posted the video months ago and it went viral.
I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no.
She ended up stacking up more than $42,000 on a GoFundMe with the story. Now it's called a total scam. Court records say Osman called police reporting the incident, saying Olin Douglas was the man who... The first time you had ever met her?
Yeah.
Now, that was the first time you had ever... Osman is now charged with theft by deception. That was the first time you had ever met her?
Yeah.
Now, Douglas is telling his side of the story. He came into the studio and sat down with me for Fox 26 Crime Files this week. Like you said, the security video, according...
Man, she can get it. She is fine. Look at this girl, that little leg hanging out.
I'm liking
Let's
it.
Go.
I'm liking it. It's almost red hair. I don't think it's red hair, but it's almost red hair. Like
guys,
my wife. My wife's got red hair. So,
guys,
you know, I'm biased.
I've told this on my channel many times. The one time, the first time I met a woman that, so in bed and at my house, everything was good, but every other part of my life, she set on fire. And this is the first woman where my friends were like, Doug and PA, you got to get rid of this woman, man. She's crazy. This girl was, I'm 6'3", so she was 6 foot tall, and I love tall women, and she was half Irish and half Korean. So she was pale, but no freckles. She had that really thick, coarse Asian hair, but it was like bright red. And then she had those almond Asian eyes, but they were green eyes. This girl was fine. My absolute weakness. I'm telling you, man. But she was crazier than a box of rocks, man. She was insane.
No.
I'm telling you.
With all those upsides, you have to have one downside.
Yeah, yeah. That little part right there, she's crazy. But yeah, this girl, we went to school together, and she worked together. And this girl would start fights at work. She wait outside my classes at school. It was just crazy, man. I had to get rid of her, but this girl, oh man, 6 foot tall, half Irish, half Korean, absolutely hot, dude. It was crazy.
The court records does indicate that you hit her.
Yeah.
And I know that many people will think, was there another way to diffuse that situation? Like, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I really try to defend her from hitting me again because she was continuously hitting me. I never like to consider myself a victim. But, it seems like my character has been slandered.
This interview shed a lot of light on this whole situation. You can see the whole thing on Fox 26 Crime Files tomorrow at 5 p.m. It'll be on the Fox local app. You can just download that on your smart TV, and you are going to want to watch this because, oh my goodness, this story is insane.
It really is.
Yeah, well, the actual interview, like I said before, he says that he picked her up and she had the Bali on her face. She had her face covered because she had that thing on her face. Then she started getting irate in his car, so he ended up pulling over and kicking her out of the car. And then and then she saw these guys walking around and was like, "Oh my God, these guys didn't help me." Anyway, so let's get to the Anton Daniels show. If you guys don't know who Anton Daniels,
I know I'm very familiar with Anton.
Yeah, yeah, he's great.
I respect that dude with a passion, bro. He doesn't hold back on anybody.
Yeah. Yep. And the thing about it is he's actually gotten. He's one of those guys where, he was a lot harsher when he was, because I've been watching him since before the cough cough, but I like
Wait a
his
minute.
evolution, huh?
I got a question. The Road Bash, is that Rhoda?
That's her. She
That's
was
her?
on the panel of
She
the
was
show.
on the panel?
She was
When
on the
was
panel
this? When was
of
this?
this show.
You gotta be kidding me. What?
Yes. She just
What?
comes up in here like nobody knows who she is, guys. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. Oh,
Wow.
good, guys. Make sure
These social media addicts are something else.
Yep. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a super chat. All donations are appreciated. So Island Gal, she's the one running the whole thing. She does research for the shows, but this is on like Anton Daniels, and I think that Anton pays her a fee to get this show set up. But this is technically his stream, but she hosts it because she.
Island Girl Q. I've met her in person. I met her in person like at an event like 2 years ago. Last year. I don't know. 2 years ago.
She lives in Texas, right?
Yeah, in Houston.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's get to this show real quick. Yeah, but she just is sitting there chilling, and she does what 304s do. So watch.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Q&A show with Anton Daniels and Q and everybody. Welcome to the returning guests. Welcome to the new people in chat. We see you. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow all the content creators that's on the panel right now. Everybody on the panel, how are you guys doing? You guys can unmute.
Good.
Good.
Glad
Okay.
to be here.
That's good. Welcome back, Elizabeth. And I gotta get out the chat. Yes, chat, we see you. But we're gonna start off, you guys. It's been a long weekend. A lot of stuff he has been caught. If you guys haven't seen it, he has been caught. We're gonna play a little. No, you know what? We're gonna start off with the something has been going viral on TikTok with the 50-50 mortgage challenge. Have you guys seen it? Been going viral? Does somebody want to explain?
Have you guys seen that whole 50-50 thing where the woman on TikTok says, "I can't cover the rent this month. I can't cover the rent this month," and a lot of guys are like, "But you don't pay rent up in here, so what are you talking about?"
I've seen like average man unplugged talked about it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm telling you. So only 15% of marriages, the woman is the breadwinner. 70% of marriages, the man is the breadwinner. So don't get this whole thing where, oh yeah, so many women are taking care of men. No, they're not. No, they're not, guys. No way. And guys, on my channel, I always say this. One of the reasons why the housing market is so screwed up in America is because so many single women are buying homes when they can barely afford it, right?
Yeah.
And so, and then a man buys a house when he's ready to put a wife and kids in that house, and usually around 35, because around 35 is when you really start earning. A woman will graduate college and some job nobody cares about, that's not going to make her any money, buy a house. And then she's never going to move a man into that house and support a family in that house. Never. So the housing market, Yep. So the housing market's all screwed up, which is why all these developers are building condos and townhomes instead of single family homes. Anyway,
what's been going on, Crystal, Jerry?
It's just a trend on TikTok, and the couples are pretty much, it's a prank. So a woman will say, "Hey, baby, I can't pay the mortgage. I can't pay the bills this month." And he's like, "You don't pay the bills anyway." But then there's another side that just started a few days ago also, and it's the 50-50 couples. But what I've noticed with the 50-50 couples are that the men are not resourceful or trying to be solution-based with trying to assist the woman, or even though it's a prank, it's just very telling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Are they?
Hold up for a second, Doug. If you're paying 50-50, this is for the guys. If you're paying 50-50, you don't need to be in that relationship. Because if you can't pay all of it, do not be in that relationship. Because when you pay all of it, there are certain privileges that are allotted to you if you pay all of it. If you pay 50-50, you're basically a roommate, college roommate. You and your wife or your girlfriend, you're college roommates at this point. You can't tell her that she has to be in at a certain time. You can't say that if you're paying 50-50 because she's paying 50% of the bills. She can come in whenever the heck she wants to, right? So if you pay 100%, then you can say, baby, you got to be in. Babe, 9 o'clock. Come on, let's do.
And here's the thing about it for me, guys. Put yourself in a position where you could pay 100% of the bills if you had to, because you just might have to. I've done multiple videos about this in live streams. Women reserve the right to leave the workforce or change careers whenever they want to. A woman will be like, I just, my mental health, I just quit my job. And you have to deal with it. Guys, you don't have that privilege. If you're making a lot of money, you can't just come home and say, baby, I quit my job as an executive at a company to go work at the bowling alley. That's the fastest way to get a woman to leave you.
Yeah.
Women have so many more options in life than men do. Men, I say it on my channel, there's the journey of a man, guys. The journey of a man, you get a job when you're 16 and you work until you're dead. Hopefully along the way, you get a highly valued skill, highly valued trade, highly valued education, so you can put yourself in the best position to take care of yourself and a family if you so choose to have one. That is your life, guys. And the sooner
I
you
mean,
do that,
it's a hard thing to say, but it's actually true.
yeah, the better off you'll be. What's that, Pyro?
I mean, it's a harsh thing to say, but it's actually true. That's what it is from day one. That's what it is.
Yep, I agree.
Is.
Yep, 100% true.
That they do like 50-50, or more women should do 50-50?
I think it was just giving a different perspective. There was a guy on there being messy and was like, okay, I see the provider couples, the 100-0 couples, but what about the 50-50 couples? So it would be, 50-50 rent, 50-50 mortgage. It's just supposed to be cute and a prank, but I found it to be more playful with the men that were actually providing for their households versus the ones that were going 50-50, in my opinion.
Does anybody agree with doing 50-50 with men, or do you guys believe that a man should be a full provider? Hello?
It's silence.
Anybody can answer. Ro, you can unmute. Anybody can answer. It's just
now she just walks up in here like nobody knows who she is, and she starts talking. And guys, she's getting her PhD in gender studies, so she says all your typical misandrist feminist garbage. What's that?
So was this before the incident or after?
No, this was like 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was recent.
This was 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Go ahead.
This was like Monday of this week or something.
Okay.
If these little takes have been going, somebody's lying, because it's not that many people going 50-50 in a relationship. But it's cute. It's real cute. And I mean, it's more people going 50-50 than not going 50-50. I'm sorry. Most women aren't having their.
She says, "F that shit. She pays 100%. I'm worth it. Will not settle for no broke woman." Soft guy era, guys. Let's go.
Way in relationships. For the women that are, congrats. For the women that aren't, don't give up hope, because it's really all cap. But yeah.
Why you say? What made you say it's all cap? Why you say it's all cap?
Because I forgot, what is it, like 70% of women are going 50-50 in a relationship?
Okay. Wait, that's true? 70%? 50-50? I mean, that sounds about right, though. I ain't gonna lie. If 70% Americans.
Kevin Samuels taught us, I don't know, we can't forget our lessons. But yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody?
I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to like do 50-50, especially if
So she's being all respectful right now, but just wait. It doesn't take much.
you're younger, if you're a younger couple starting out. Every woman and couple gonna want their own thing, but I feel like the end goal should be that at least majority of it, the man, like if a woman has a part-time job because you have to, because in this economy we like have to work, but you know, I feel like it should be a goal that the husband is the main provider. But if you want to go 50-50, you can.
I think 50-50. If you're not married, you shouldn't be looking for a man to be all in. You're not his wife. You can be going tomorrow. He's only renting you for the moment. If he don't propose to you, then you should be paying your half and he should be paying his half.
Yeah, see, Ava's freaking based AF, man. She gets a lot of give takes. Guys, don't be paying 100% of the bills on a woman that doesn't have your last name, and don't marry a woman that won't take your last name.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for
You know
failure
what's
right
worse?
there. Go ahead.
You know what's worse than not taking your last name? A hyphenated name.
Oh no.
The hyphen is the dog whistle to you telling the world
Being
that you
simp.
are a B.
That you
as a woman. As a woman.
Simp.
Yeah.
Any guy that would let a woman hyphenate the name is a beta simp.
That's an attack on my family.
Yep.
Why would
100%.
you put your name and buttress up, back anally buttress up with my name? Why would you do that? That's disrespect.
I have a friend. Just a quick, I have a friend. His wife's body, his wife's parts don't work, so that they couldn't have a kid. First off, she married him, but then hyphenated her last name. Then they adopted a kid, and then she hyphenated the kid's last name too.
That is so gay.
Guys, what a freaking simp. What a simpus maximus, guys. Oh my goodness. Guys, don't sign a marriage certificate unless a woman has your last name. What were you saying, Pyro?
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. Like sometime I heard a story about a guy on Reddit saying when his wife or girlfriend got pregnant, she gave her kid her ex's first name.
What?
And he didn't know about that.
Oh yeah. Yep. I heard about that story too.
Yeah.
And then he ended up finding out later and was all mad. Yeah. I remember that story.
Did you post that story? A screenshot of that?
I don't think so, but I saw the story though.
Oh.
Yeah,
He said he can't look at it the same way again.
See them said it. Ian Gary's like 28, and his wife is like 43, right? And he married this freaking old woman who already had a kid, and then he changed his name. He added her name to his name. So instead of Ian Gary, he's Ian Machado Gary, because her last name was Machado.
Mm-hmm.
What a simp! And think about it, is this his wife? His wife is pretty too, but she's old. Let me see, Ian Gary's wife. Dang, why do you keep doing that? Okay, let me see images. So she's this Brazilian former like starlet or something like that. That's her. But he's like 28 and she's like 42 or 40 or something.
My Lord.
Yeah.
At 42, why is her kid still small?
So he's 26. This was last year, and she's 40. Yeah, so that's her right there.
I think us young men have a MILF fetish. That's the thing.
Yeah, but think about it, is you can have a MILF fetish. Don't take her on for a lifetime though. Come on now.
That's what they do. Right? They push it too far.
crazy. Just avoid this situation altogether.
Okay.
I personally wouldn't be living with anybody that I'm not married to. Me personally.
I think those women on that TikTok trend, I think all of them were married to those men who were looking like you don't pay anything anyway. I don't think those men were boyfriends. I think they were husbands. So it makes sense.
I don't know about that, Ava.
Yeah, okay.
Most of them were husbands, though. I didn't see a lot of boyfriends on there. Now there were a lot of boyfriends on the 50-50 side.
So okay, so my question is, how long do you wait before you do your special little trick in the bedroom?
I think this man changed the whole subject. But what I wanted to say is, I think that we also have to like think about whether it's a wife or a girlfriend.
Now, guys, she gonna talk about. So, if a man and a woman live together, he gets all these perks of having a housekeeper and meals and stuff, and that's worth more than a salary, guys. How many women have you dated have been with that can cook, that'll wash your drawers, that'll do any of that? Guys, I've been married, and let me tell you, I did all the chores in the house better than my ex-wife, except cook. The only thing that she did better than me was cook. I did the laundry better than her. I vacuumed the floors better than her. It got to the point where I'd say, "Hey, can you vacuum the floor?" And then she vacuumed the floor. I ended up having to do it after her. Now, don't get me wrong. My ex-wife was, West African, Cameroonian, 5'10", 135 pounds, absolutely beautiful. So she made up for that in looks. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I haven't been with a woman who freaking that I've gotten all this unpaid emotional labor out of. What?
All of the unpaid labor that comes with having a woman in the house. I'm I've been married before. I'm single now, but if I had the opportunity to be a man, I would definitely pay all the rent because I know now I'm getting meals. Now I'm getting a clean house. Think about it. If you paid for a cleaner and you paid for a chef and you paid for a nanny and you paid for a therapist and you paid for that, that's far more than paying the bills.
So my girl,
typical gender studies feminist freaking garbage, guys. Now watch. 2K just goes right there. Listen, watch.
Unpaid labor is unpaid labor. I'm just thinking and I think it all depends on what the woman is doing in the household. But if a woman is there for you, doing the therapy, cooking the food, taking care of your kids, washing the clothes, doing all that stuff, that would cost you probably more than your whole income.
So Roda, so
now you get a house to live in as well.
Roda, this is a house that you got to build brick by brick, okay?
I see what you did there, bro. I see what you did there, bro.
You're not so funny. You're not so funny.
He went right there, man.
Brick by brick.
And look at their face and look at her face. Look at her face. She's like,
everybody gets it. Everybody gets it.
Look at her face. Why?
You
look at the girl
because you
on the right. the girl on the bottom right.
Jerry. She knows the joke.
House. Think about it. If you paid for a cleaner and you paid for a chef and you're paying the bills.
So my girl,
unpaid labor is unpaid labor. I'm just thinking and I think it all depends on what the woman is doing in the household. But if a woman is there for you, doing the therapy, cooking the food, taking care of your kids.
And guys, emotional labor is BS because most of the thing that the women call emotional labor, extra labor, is stuff that they'd have to do by themselves if a man wasn't there. Yeah. So you have to cook for a man. You have to cook for yourself anyway. So you have to cook for a man. You have to cook for your kids. So you have to do laundry. You have to do laundry for yourself and your kids if a man wasn't there anyway.
Washing the clothes, doing all that stuff, that would cost you probably more than your whole income.
So Rhoda, so
now you get a house to live in as well.
Rhoda, this is a house that you got to build brick by brick, okay? Don't get it because you here. That's why I asked, how long do you wait before you hit that special Gok 3000? I feel like
laughing.
To make a woman wait.
Personally, I wouldn't date a man that's waiting for me to do something sexually for him to reward me any kind of way. I wouldn't date that. I wouldn't do that. And I will say this, okay? So me, I've been on my own since I was 16. I've been able to pay bills my whole entire life. I can pay bills by myself. To me, there's no incentive for me to live with a man if he's not paying the bills. I can take care of 100% on my own. But if I want to live with a man now, if you want me to pay, if you want a roommate, homie, just say that.
Rhoda, now hold on.
You know?
Hear me out, because a couple years back, I was watching this woman. She got hit with a brick, and she was saying she needs protection. So
look at Jerry. Look at Jerry at the bottom right corner.
Look at Crystal. Look at Crystal. Look at Crystal.
Look at Ava's smirk and look at
Q.
Look at Anton Daniels with that smirk on his face. It's so good. I've watched it so many times. It's so good. Jessica in the house. Good to see you. Urban in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here tonight, everyone. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a donation. I'd really, really appreciate it. We're talking about Brick Lady's triumphant return on the freaking Anton Daniels show. I don't know what she was thinking, man. I don't know what she was thinking. She crawled out from under that rock and decided to come on this show.
She talks a lot of mess on IG.
Because
I'm following her on IG after the incident happened, the alleged incident happened. Mm-hmm. I followed her on IG to see what's going to come afterward, and she just talks cash crap about this.
Just reckless, dude.
You should be doing time, Rhoda. Yep. You should be doing time.
Well, she might be. We don't know yet. Her case isn't over yet. All right.
Okay.
So let's get back into it.
If you had a man, he probably wasn't paying rent, but he had protection for you. So
I think you're really trying to be funny. And I think that you try. How are you trying to be funny? I know I don't know why you would bring up something that happened a year ago to me, and and this is not even the topic. But if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. We can talk about that, but I don't want to come and take over. But I think that making jokes and laughs about violence is just not funny. It's never going to be funny. It's never a place for. There's never a place for that.
Look at all their face. They're all laughing. What did she think was gonna happen?
It's just another brick in the. It's just another brick in the wall.
The cognitive dissonance, the freaking disconnect. Come on now, yeah. Jessica said, "Will Jesse Smollett join the call as well?"
Yeah, that scammer. Yeah.
Oh man,
that had to happen first. That didn't happen.
What does a man in my household paying bills have anything to do with a violent random man on the street? Whether I have a husband paying my rent or not, every woman is susceptible to be around a violent man. Those two, you're gonna have a conversation. You're gonna have to be cohesive, and you're gonna have to learn how to follow the conversation. But if you can't do that, you're going from sex, and now you're going to violence. And maybe sex and violence are the only two things that you're able to think about.
You think I have somebody I love in the bricks? In the project?
In the bricks.
In the bricks. Look at all of us laughing.
Look at Anton.
I told you, it doesn't take much, man, because now the B-Dub demon is activated. Look at the look on her face. This is what B-Dub demon looks like right here. Look at this look on her face.
Yeah. Yep. That's the look.
I'm telling you, man.
That's the look.
That's the look right there.
That's the look.
and Jazz is a freaking demon too. So she has a look on her face all the time too. But look, everyone else is laughing, and she's not laughing because her and her are the same. Let's get into it.
Okay. Yeah.
You think I'm gonna have my girl in the bricks?
Again, I cannot follow the sentence.
Oh, good.
Massive troll.
Oh, so good. Yeah, Jessica said it. The gaslighting champion of the year, man. Of the year, not the month. Yep. Irvin says she was caught lying about the situation. Now she's defending said lie that never plays out well. Guys, you remember that story of that British man who found out that all 3 of his kids weren't his because he has cystic fibrosis? And he sued his ex-wife for 280,000 pounds and won. And she denied the whole thing up until the judgment. Then she had to admit in court that all 3 of his kids that he spent his life taking care of wasn't his. But she swore up and down until the day in court where she had to testify and say what really happened. But up until then, she swore up and down, despite the DNA tests, that he was the father of his 3 sons. Yep. She lied until it was legally required at penalty of perjury to tell the truth. She lied up until that point.
You went from sex to a scandal to protection, and now you're talking about the projects.
I'm trying
You're gonna try to stay on topic, honey, and then I will try to follow you.
So I have a question, 2K. 2K.
From CTE.
2K, to take it back, do you think that men should step up more?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every man should step in the way of a woman that's getting a brick thrown in front of her.
Yo, I like this guy, man. I like this guy.
Bro, look at Jay. Jay just can't hold it. She can just never hold it.
Every man should step in front of a woman that has a brick thrown at her. Yeah, of course.
Bro, Jay always look like she's about to explode.
Yeah, Jazz down here. Yeah,
Is she gonna say something later on? Because she looked like she's saving the best for last.
She always goes off on something. I think they started talking about the if you go further in they start talking about the woman that accused Jay-Z, and Anton starts going in on the whole believe all women thing and how she you can't really trust her, and she does your typical caping. She was a victim. They start talking about Cassie, and she's like, well, she's trying to justify that Cassie was a victim of Diddy, although they're together for 10 years. Yeah, so. But Jazz gets it in. It's just not till later on in the show.
Oh, paying mortgages.
Paying mortgages.
Yes, the title.
The thing is, I think that you're trying to get a moment off of something that was very violent, and also I think you think that you're funny, but you're not. And I also think that you can hurt my feelings, sweetheart. What I've dealt with, you cannot hurt my feelings with these basic lame jokes. These are lame jokes, and they're pathetic. And you're like getting off the topic, and you're wasting the productivity level here. I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I got hit by a brick. I got globally brutalized. I got criminalized, and guess what? I'm still here, looking better than you and doing better than you, and still intellectual and still fine. Got hit with the head and still fine. I'm not struggling with cohesiveness. Let me tell you something. You cannot hurt my feelings. So if that's what you're trying to do, stop, because you can't. All you do is remind me how strong I am and how resilient I am and how dope I am. But thank you for that reminder, because today I forgot that I was a bad bitch. Still, thank you for the reminder.
Told you, all you gotta do. St. Kevin Samuels said the best. All you gotta do is trigger these broads, and the B-dub comes out. The freaking
let them talk. Let them talk.
Doberman comes out, guys. All you gotta do is trigger these broads.
Hey, Doug, I got hit with a brick, and you can't stop me from where I'm going. You can't stop me. I got hit with a brick, and I'm still here. I'm still here. So what are you gonna do to stop me?
All my life, I had to fight. I gotta get that soundbite. I'm gonna get it next week. I have that one. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you remind me. I'm a bad bee, and she even did the freaking neck, the
Yep,
neck thing,
yeah,
and the
she
finger
rolled the
snap.
neck.
Yeah,
Rolled
rolled
the
the
neck.
neck. Yep, I'm telling you, man. Yep, I'm telling you, no one has to pick from worse women than American black men. We have the worst women. We have the worst women to choose from.
So here's what you do, Doug, and this is what I did. You get women from other continents. That's what I did, and I've never been happier. Never been happier. You go out to other continents, you get your women, you get your wife there. Do it. You will thank me when you do it, Doug. You will thank me. Yes, you will, sir.
Where's your wife from again?
She's from England.
Okay.
Yes, it is the West, but is a better West than this West. That's all I gotta say. And she's not from London. She's from a small town in England. So
yeah,
better.
Well, good job, my friend. I'm gonna give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, back to Miss Brick Lady here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you get support over here, my friend.
And then I constantly survive men like you. It's not funny. You have sisters, you have daughters, I'm pretty sure you have daughters because you look like you don't fucking use a condom or ever heard of one. So let me tell you something. I have survived that shit. That was my trauma and I'm still dealing with it. And I survived
my trauma, my feelings. Freaking liar.
Doug, why did you play that? Why did you play that song? Why did you play that song right there? That's terrible. Why did you play that song?
No sympathy, man. No sympathy at all. Just a lying banshee demon of a woman, dude. So many this is what a demon looks like right here. Absolute demon in the flesh.
I'm better.
Wait, what was that? Okay, I thought someone.
Oh no, I didn't say.
Your little lame ass jokes are pathetic, and they're not hitting, honey. They're not hitting. You think you're eating, but you ate too much. That's why you look like that. You ate too much food, and you should have been reading a book, and then you could have ate with talking shit to me. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, baby, it's not gonna work. Every time a lame ass nigga talks about this kind of shit, all it does is remind me that I'm a dope ass, resilient, standing on business queen. And you're not gonna hurt my feelings, but you can look like a lame ass nigga and keep talking about this, or you can try to sit down and have a productive conversation with the other people in this room and respect everybody's time. Thank you.
That ain't gonna go nowhere over here.
Okay.
That ain't gonna go nowhere over here because I seen your microwave. No, hold on, Q. I seen on microwave before this live started. She had little shit all on.
Oh yeah, I like to eat. I might have a bite or two, but guess what? I can also read. And read. Okay, and
read.
Look at the neck rolling, the finger snapping. She's a freaking Ethiopian immigrant dropping N-bombs and stuff, dude. Come on now. Are you serious?
Doug, I can read. I can read.
Absolute demon, guys.
These keys. I don't know why you're talking about whether I eat or not. Who cares? But you look like you're struggling.
Okay.
But you know what? January, new year, new you. I'll see you in the gym.
Yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's here. That was
baby, I promise you cannot tongue tussle with me. I will hurt your feelings and have you out here crying. So just stop. I'm gonna tell you right now to stop because you can't
Too many women be talking to men like they can beat them up, man.
They can't.
Too many women.
Because here's the thing. They think because of the protections they were given by the United States government, they think that they can just walk up and slap a dude and nothing will happen.
In fact, let me show you this because hold on. Hold on. Let me go home. Let me see if because I found this Instagram where this woman hold on. What's not letting me see my saved Instagram post? 1 second. Oh no, it's actual face. Hold on. I can find my saved Instagram. I saw this one where this woman punches this guy. Oh, here it is. I'll put it on screen in a second. So go to post. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, 1 second.
The footy finals celebration, but ended in a sickening confrontation. A Brisbane Lions fan waved.
Oops, sorry about that, guys.
The footy finals celebration, but ended in a sickening confrontation. A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of a passing woman who lashed out. His response sent her flying.
Whoa.
Disgusting. I think it's vile. I think awful. Like, I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a okay.
I'm trying to. Is there any way that I could put this 1 second?
The footy finals celebration, but ended in a sickening. The footy finals celebration, but ended in a sickening confrontation. A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of a passing woman who lashed out. His response sent her flying.
Disgusting. I think it's vile. I think awful. Like, I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a.
Then why would you hit a man?
Reaction to have. It's disgusting to see. And just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone, sort of thing. And then he punched me.
The confrontation happened on September 21 after Brisbane beat Geelong in the prelim final.
Why would you hit a man?
So that was just really intimidating.
Why?
Holly, an English tourist, had been out celebrating her time here in Melbourne with a friend. Instead, she was left in hospital with a broken jaw days before her 20th birthday.
It was really scary because, like, obviously this isn't my country. I had stitches going from like the left side of my cheek all the way like round to like here.
After a cross-border manhunt for the Brisbane Lions fan, late today, he handed himself into police. He'll now give his side of the story before investigators decide on what happens next. The footy final celebration, but ended in a sickening confrontation.
Why would you hit a man?
A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of
What did you think was going to happen when you hit that man?
His response sent her flying.
What did you think was going to happen when you hit that man? That's a question.
Like, it's disgusting that would happen. What'd you hit him for? He waved this flag in front of you, and you're going to hit him in the face?
Mm-hmm.
And he hit her and broke her jaw.
Oh my God. Stop the press. Really? How about next time you don't hit him and your jaw will be intact?
100% true.
As I say to everybody, fellas, as I say to everybody, people only know the law when something happens to them.
100% true. 100% true, my friend. Yep. Frankie says, a couple months ago, some meth head woman punched me in the face. I must admit, I just couldn't hit her back, even though she had it coming. It's because you probably have a lot to lose. That's why.
Yeah, as a man, you do.
When you have a lot to lose, if you have a good income, a highly valued skill, a family to think about, you're probably not going to hit a woman. But you know what? You might, and there's a lot of guys out there who have nothing to lose. Because the thing about it is, you don't know what someone's going through the day to day. But women don't care. A lot of women think that there's some invisible force shield protecting them from after they're going to hit a man. You can't start violence, emotional, verbal, or physical violence, and try to control what happens afterwards. Anyway. Let's get back to Miss Strong, Independent Brick Lady over here.
Don't go with me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm stronger than you and more intellectual than you and funnier than you. So if you want to go there, honey, you want to make this a light roast, we can. But yeah, like I said, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I stand on my shit. I'm very proud of myself and the way I handle that. And I know that if it was you, you would have crumbled. If it was you, you wouldn't even be here.
Wow.
If a man hit you over the head, you wouldn't be here.
I was wondering if y'all had some brown sugar.
Y'all got them bricks in the comments.
I got a little bit.
I was really hoping for a productive conversation with productive people. And like I said, you can pick her.
Do you have some brown sugar?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Was that you or Anton? Did
What's
you
that?
do that or Anton
No,
did
no,
that?
no. A Q did that.
That was funny.
I trusted Island Girl and her page. I don't know what kind of people you affiliate yourself with, and I don't care who's on the chat. But like I said, the people who are trying to brutalize me are the most. You know who they are.
See them said it. I love the fact that she's doing an interview from her car. Exactly. Everyone else, is set up and ready to go, and then she's doing the interview from her car.
No, the kind of men who are making fun of the brick situation are the kind of men who would have sold you in Africa into slavery. That's the kind of man who thinks that is enjoyable.
We go with the slavery talk.
And abusing
We
women
go with the slavery talk.
Of course.
Here we go again.
Awful.
Online and making fun of all this violence and using white supremacist tactics and all this stuff. Those are the men who would have sold you in slavery. Those are the men who would have been working for the FBI.
Anton is loving this.
Down with the Black Panthers. Those are the fucking worst of the worst of our community. So if that's who you want to pander to, I understand.
She's trying to equate men that are acknowledging that she didn't get hit by a brick, that she's a bold-faced liar, that she's a demon, trying to equate those men to freaking people that sold black people into slavery or the FBI during the Black Panthers. This is modern women, guys, right here. This is master class. This is sane level gaslighting right here. Yep, pay attention.
I understand, but I would implore you to elevate just a little bit. Because I feel like you have some other people in this room that might be able to teach you something. So how about you just close your mouth and let more intellectual people speak?
Okay,
thank you.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Have some brown sugar.
Let's start with the first topic, y'all.
Can I apologize to him?
Okay.
Baby, he got enough sugar in his tank. He got a lot of sugar in his tank. He's sassy as hell. He over there trying to pander to the men in the comments. I can't see the comments. Is there a way for me to see it? But if there is, he's over there looking at the comments like, how can I pander to these men? Baby, they're not going to buy you a Burger King. Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Let's get back on topic. Let's go. Okay.
No, because she a real brick house as a woman. I agree.
I like it. I like it.
She's a real brick house as a woman.
She's a brick
house. What did she
might
think was going to happen, guys? What did she think was going to happen? And freaking 2K is keeping his foot on her neck. What was Q thinking when she brought this woman on here? And you know what?
Because we all know it's a lie. We all know it.
Yeah.
We all know it. You can't keep this lie up because we all know the truth.
What'd you say earlier?
You scammed to get the $40,000. That's
you know, fellas, if you know what you think what's gonna happen, she think what's gonna happen. Like you are a black sisters. We need to stick together. I know all these white folks are lying. They are trying to put us down. That was she was expecting.
No,
yep.
No, that wasn't gonna happen at all.
Like Clue said, her biggest problem is she's addicted to social media, addicted to attention.
Yep. If I could show you her Instagram at some point, let me know, because it's ooh.
Yeah. No thanks.
She's been talking smack ever since the incident happened. She's been talking smack.
That's all she has, dude. She's gonna be the brick lady for the rest of her life, and she's gonna try to milk that till the wheels fall off. I guarantee you, she's gonna have a regular job. And she's gonna try to be the brick lady, make money off it instead of getting a regular job. I guarantee it.
I mean,
go ahead.
She's been arrested like before. Like she's been in trouble way before this incident. So I don't think she ever had a stable job.
Yeah.
You don't think so, Pyro?
No, she never had a stable job. She was in trouble with the law multiple times.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. Before this brick incident.
I'm trying to find. Her LinkedIn is shut off, unfortunately. Dang it.
Let's get back on the first topic. Welcome to the show, you guys. That was a little icebreaker.
Wait, we didn't even talk about it.
Right. No.
My mic on.
We're done. We're done.
No, I know. I want to talk about that. I really do.
You know what's so funny? I never meet men like this in real life. All the men I really meet in real life that I'm in community with are amazing. But it's always when they get behind a little mic and they see this other man, they get all, baby, go back to the freaking mother's basement you came from.
Is my mic on?
It wasn't
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Shit.
Remember the lie you told? You said it wasn't no amazing man around, right?
What lie did I tell? What lie did I tell?
Getting the mic today. Can we talk about the topic? Y'all crashing out.
If you want to talk to me about that situation, honey, I have all the evidence. I didn't lie about shit. That's a whole fucking, the lie is the fucking men who would have sold your ass into slavery. They lied. They lied. But anyways, don't worry. Y'all gonna make me some money. Y'all gonna make a bitch retired rich.
We already made you money. How much did you get from the scandal?
I got $0.
$40,000.
$42,000. Like I said, that's just on GoFundMe. She was passing out for Cash App and her Venmo all over the place. So who knows how much money idiots gave her on all those. I guarantee you she probably got a couple thousand off that too.
Doug, I sent you her Instagram.
Yeah. I'll go to it sometime. We're just gonna stay in here.
Okay, cool.
You don't have the information. You should stop talking about things that you don't have the information for. You didn't get no money. I didn't lie. Honey, you're reading headlines. You're reading headlines from bloggers.
Even Jazz is like, dang, this girl's crazy. Look at her sipping her coffee right here. Look at Anton's face.
And Crystal is drinking her coffee too.
Why exploiting me? And you're acting like it. Oh, the police have never ever got it wrong. The police have always fucking charged the right people.
And this is someone's mother. She has a
got
son,
kids?
guys. Yep.
Hold up. She got kids?
She has a son. She has a son.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All these B-dub demons have sons. All of them. Yep, it figures. What a joke, right?
Oh, shit, baby, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have the information. You don't know what you're talking about. You're reading headlines. You're pandering to other fucking misogynist men, and you're pathetic right now. Baby, like I said, you're not on my level. You want, honey, you don't know what you're talking about.
Not on my level. Doug and PA, you're not on my level.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! And when what's this girl's name? I forgot. Isn't her name Jasmine? Yeah. Jasmine right here. When she's calling you out, you know she's doing bad because normally she's the one. These two do what she's doing, but she's like this one and this one put together. So when she's calling you out, yeah, you know it's bad.
It's true. Hold on. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to talk to listeners who don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
And like I said, you don't stress me out.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Is it Ro? Can I call you Ro?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that most men are misogynistic?
I think most people are misogynistic, women and men included, because we're all socialized to be that way. In this
Here comes the freaking gender studies, women's studies, guys.
country, especially in America or Western countries, we are all socialized to be anti-black and to be misogynist. Women have to do the work just
You see Jazz freaking nod her head in agreement, of course.
like men to decolonize and like fuck with, like even women have to do the work.
Doug, hold on for a second.
Yo,
if we were misogynistic, if we were truly misogynistic, there would be no women on Earth. I just want to point that out, Rhoda. Go ahead.
See. I think that if we were truly misogynistic, there would be. I think that if we were truly misogynistic, United States would be somewhere closer to like Saudi Arabia or something like that. We're like, because we need women to procreate, but they'd be sitting at home and couldn't drive and couldn't have jobs.
Can't speak. Can't show your face. You have to cover your entire face in public. If we were truly misogynistic, we wouldn't know what your face looks like at all.
Yep. And some women's faces need to be covered up, like this girl.
Misogyny works to become a girl's girl, to decenter, to care about women.
What makes us misogynistic, in your opinion?
I think, like I said, I think we're socialized to be that way. Everything in our country, we're constantly being fed things that are anti-women.
No. I mean, like, not according to what you think is being socialized, but as far as like what makes me misogynistic? I know that misogyny in a lot of people's instances are attached to masculinity, right? I see terms thrown out like toxic masculinity, that type of stuff. What would make a person misogynistic? And like, as far as like, give me an example. What would that look like in 2024 going into 2025?
I don't think misogyny has a look. I think it's an ideology, right? It's a thought.
So therefore, everything can be misogynistic.
Right.
She likes to keep things. See, academics try to keep things at the conceptual level instead of the practical level. Because guys, I got my master's degree in policy while I was working in the government, and all of the people that were part of my master's program had never worked in government. They were just academics. They had PhDs in government. So they're telling me about government when they've never worked in government. But I was working in government at the time, and I would be like, "What you guys are saying isn't right." Well, how do you know? Because I work I work in government right now. So like, she and one of the keys, so like I said before, academia is they have to keep things at a conceptual level because they have no practical knowledge. And this is the only practical knowledge she has about misogyny is lying about getting hit by a brick in the face. That's the only practical knowledge she has.
Process. It's the lens that you see the world in. And if you see the world in a lens where you think that women don't, if you're following the Western world and how you're going to see it, you're going to be misogynist. Even me, myself, as a person who has a doctorate in women and gender studies, when I was in the program thinking that
you don't have it yet,
I was already like, I thought I was decolonized.
Doctorates?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let her cook. Go ahead.
I thought that when I entered that space, I was 28 years old, and I really thought I've been a girl's girl forever. I've always had women's back. I advocate for women. I advocate for Black people. But when I started reading those books and stuff like that, there was work that I had to do to undo stuff. I didn't realize that there was stuff that I was still doing that's participating in misogyny.
Whiteout, I am going to give you a round of applause. So back in college, I once heard it said, "Without data, we are philosophers," and that is 100% true. And that's one of the best parts about Saint Kevin Samuels. He really started pushing stats and data into this whole red pill manosphere thing. Guys, you have to know your stats. You have to know the data, especially if you're navigating to find, especially as a man. Because guys, as a man, data and the more successful you are, data and statistics only make you look more attractive. Get the data, get the stats, guys. One of the best you can do. Urban says she's the type that knows everything about nothing. Her mouth didn't stop yet. 100% true. Jessica says she talks a lot for someone in a car seat. 100% true.
And I think that there's still work to do. I think it's a constant reflexivity, a constant looking at yourself in the way that you're handling things. I just like like a couple of months ago, a Black woman on TikTok had said something about me, and I made a video in response to her. And that was misogyny because I didn't make no video responses for knuckleheads like him.
What did she say?
Because knuckleheads like this guy have been bothering me forever, and I've never made a response video.
No. See, hold on, row. Hold on, 2K. Hold on, 2K.
Is he a comedian? Because if he is, I just think that he should just choose better subjects.
Focus on me for 1 second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dante's in front of purgatory. I keep telling you, it's lesbian dance theater, guys. She has a PhD in lesbian dance theater.
what I was saying is like, so here's a distinction. There were so many men who were harassing me constantly, and I never felt the need to make any response videos for them. But as soon as it was a black woman, I did it. And I thought, the way that I told myself, because we always tell ourselves lies, right? When we're doing things, we don't want to be honest. I told myself, oh, I'm doing this because she's a black woman and I'm protecting other black women. So I'm mad at her for this. But when I started to do the internal work, I was like, why do I feel more comfortable responding to her and not him?
Do you think that there's a
That's
level of
misogyny.
But hold on, but do you think that there's a level of accountability on your part, and that it's not that?
Listen, Anton is trying to be logical. He's trying to rein it in, but once you ignite that B-dub Rottweiler, they can never put it away, guys. They can never put it away. He is doing his absolute best. Watch.
That most guys are misogynistic, but there's a lot of guys that are getting out of prison every single day because of being accused of something that they didn't do, because it's a whole agenda behind believe all women by default and not because they can actually prove that you did anything to them. And so do you think that it's valid for men to question everything the same way that we question each other, right? I don't by default believe anything that anybody says, but if somebody makes hold on, give me a second. If somebody makes an accusation, do you think that those guys are misogynistic?
Could you imagine Kevin Samuels interviewing this woman? Oh
No,
my God.
that would have been shut right off immediately. He's not gonna hear any of that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that she would have made it like 2.5 minutes, and he would have hung up on the dick.
Doug, I got to dip out. Out. It was good. This was fun. It was good talking to you. It was good talking to you, Pyro.
Yeah. Yes, my friend.
Yep.
This is fun.
I was going to talk to you, my
I'm
friend.
Be in the chat.
Cool. All right, man. Have a good night.
You too, sir.
See ya.
There's about 8 minutes left of this. Anyone else want to click on the link and come up? You can go right ahead. Make sure to subscribe to the Clue Channel's channel. He's been supporting me forever, so go ahead.
Wow. I didn't even knew he existed.
Yeah. He used to be in the chat when Pearl was still doing her talk shows.
Oh.
Yeah. On Pearl's channel. Yep. All right.
Because they hold you accountable. Because listen, we've advocated as a society, as a culture, for women to be equal. So how do we justify the misogynistic label when people hold you accountable?
Okay, so that was very loaded. So let me try to break it down because I don't want to just overthink. So here's one. No, holding somebody accountable is not misogyny. And but I do believe that one, there might be an agenda to believe all women, but it's never been acted out. It's never been, it might be a theory that people came up with. It might even be an agenda. If you want to say, I don't think it's an agenda, it might be all of those things, but it's never been practiced. We don't believe women.
You don't think so?
No, we don't. We still don't believe women. And
we don't believe women, really? Come on now. Are you serious? This is freaking all these women have right here. This constant victim. Oh, I told you, women are victims and heroes. Are the heroes, but the victims in the same story. They try to talk out of both sides of their mouth. It's freaking ridiculous, guys. We don't believe. Yeah, Dante's Inferno said it. We don't believe grifters like her. 100%.
Certainly don't believe black women. And I think it's very important to understand that black women, we deal with everything that black men deal with. And then on top of that, we deal with misogyny. So when you say that people are accusing you guys of things, people accuse things of us. Black women walk on the street and people be like, oh, she did this. And everybody believes it. So we also deal with the accusations from people. So hold on. Black women, no, women can carry us anytime. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish out, darling, okay? So that's one thing. Black women are always susceptible to.
She's gonna keep talking and talking and talking.
Also be accused of things and without anybody believing them. And two, the system hates all of us. So me as a black woman, I'm gonna tell you something about me. Yeah, the system, the police and all of that. Me as a black woman, when I go to the police, they don't believe me. And they certainly don't see me as a person that deserves protection. So I'm always going to have a higher level of scrutiny already from the police. So now if my people hold me down with a whole higher level of scrutiny, that's fine. But there's a difference between holding somebody accountable and then also choosing not to believe them because you're trying to protect an image. But most people were not worried about trying to find out the truth. They were trying to conceal the truth, whether it was true or not. They didn't want it to come out because they were worried about how that would
You're making
affect
it
black
personal.
men.
You're making it personal back to the
Okay, so
whole
I'm
brick
saying,
situation.
yeah,
I'm not
because
talking about
because
that.
you guys brought it up and nobody was talking about that.
And it's not no you
But what I'm
guys.
trying
I'm
to
not
say
a
is that
monolith. I'm my own
here's
individual.
here's
Hold on,
okay.
hold on.
Did you hear what he said? He's like, look, I didn't bring it up at all. So
Mhm.
will you guys know? Because here's the thing. She's triggered and she has to get it all out. Because remember, guys,
Yeah.
when women get upset, they talk and they're going to argue until they feel they are done. Men will argue or try to get to a solution. Women will yell and scream until they're done. That could be 10 minutes, 45 minutes, 7 hours. That's why, guys, if you hear a woman that's gonna like one of the best things you can do, if you do something wrong and you're in like in a relationship with a woman, say, what can I do or say to make this better? And until you come up with that, shut up. I'm gonna go in the room and play my game, and you sit here by yourself and think about what I can do to make this better. 'Cause I'm not gonna hear you. I'm not gonna listen to you bitch and yell and scream at me for 6 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you don't have to let a woman just yell and scream at you until she's done. Cut it off at the pass and say, look, I'm not going to take this from you. I did you wrong. I acknowledge that. But you need to let me know what I can do to make it better. And until then, go upstairs. Or you know what? I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to a friend's house, watch the game or something. When I come back, let's have a conversation. Don't sit there and let a woman just unload on you like this woman is trying to do right now.
Here's my personal. This is what I would do. If somebody, so guess what? Okay, how about let's make it general. If somebody comes out right now, any one of these women or men, I don't care, because I don't even think about gender that way. If anybody comes out right now and says so and so did this to me, what I think is the most practical thing for the society that we live in right now is just to believe the person.
Never.
Why?
Never.
Hold on.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Wait. Repeat that.
Yes.
Scrutiny already from the police. So now if my people hold me down with a whole higher level of scrutiny, that's fine. But there's a difference between holding somebody accountable and then also choosing not to believe them because you're trying to protect an image. Most people were not worried about trying to find out the truth. They were trying to conceal the truth, whether it was true or not. They didn't want it to come out because they were worried about how that would affect black men.
You're making it personal back to the whole
so I'm saying,
situation.
yeah,
I'm not
because you guys brought it up and nobody was talking about that.
It's not no you
But what I'm
guys.
trying
I'm
to
not
say
a
is that
monolith. I'm my own
here's
individual. Hold on.
Here's my personal. This is what I would do. If somebody, so guess what? Okay, how about let's make it general. If somebody comes out right now, any one of these women or men, I don't care, because I don't even think about gender that way. If anybody comes out right now and says so and so did this to me, what I think is the most practical thing for the society that we live in right now is just to believe the person.
Never.
Why?
There it is. There it is, guys. Just believe them.
Yeah, no.
Do you think that she and she is not talking about men? She's talking about women.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, an
She
absolute
don't really
demon.
care about men. She don't really care about men.
Absolute demon.
Never.
Hold on. Let me tell you why. You want to hear why I think that? The reason why I think that is because if I decide, no, I don't believe you, and now I'm all asking all these questions, guess what? Now the truth is much more muddier because everybody's putting in a theory and all that. Hold on, listen. But you're not letting me finish a complete thought. I'm trying to finish a complete thought. No, hold on.
No, listen.
Let
me tell you what's wrong with your
I
argument.
didn't get to finish. I didn't make an argument yet. Let me just finish it. Now, if we allow the person, yes, I am going to land it, please. You threw a lot of questions at me. And I'm trying to answer one. Let me answer this one. Okay. So now, if we let this person speak and we all just be quiet and be like, okay, that's what your story is, and we be quiet. We allow them to keep speaking and keep talking without interruption. And that if they're lying, they will hang themselves. We will give them enough rope to hang themselves because we're allowed. If you let a liar lie, a liar will expose themselves because you're going to be like, okay, what's the more details? Give us more details.
Justice says, believe all bricks.
Give us more details, and we will be able to. We don't do that. The minute somebody says this happened to me, we're like, liar.
This is the problem. This is the problem. y'all have been incentivized to lie.
Who's
And so
who's y'all? Because
women,
black women don't get to participate in that.
yes,
Black
you
women.
Are you serious, dude? I guarantee you one of the biggest reasons why there's so many black men in jail is because so many beat ups lie on them. I guarantee it, guys. I guarantee it.
Don't have
Yes,
no
you do.
black women don't.
There are
Black women
men
don't.
every single day, and you really need to look up the statistics with regard to.
No, I actually know. I have a woman in gender studies. I know this. That
You didn't hear what I was about to say. You didn't hear what I was about
black
to
women
say.
don't have that.
You didn't
that
hear what I
safety.
was about to say.
Sure.
You really need to look up the statistics with regard to the Innocence Project. And with regard to the Innocence Project, there are men every single day that either cop out or they're just now being freed because the technology that we have today has just caught up to where we can actually test to realize that there are a lot of people that were incentivized to lie on men, whether it be because, like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. And I always like to cite this example because this is the antithesis of what you're preaching. The woman that accused the Duke lacrosse team of raping them.
Did you guys see that? Where the woman with the Duke lacrosse team just straight up said that she lied back in 2006, and she hopes that those guys can forgive her. And she's in prison for murdering her boyfriend.
Wow.
Yep.
Nuts.
Yep. And she found God in prison. Now she wants to try to come clean. Telling you guys, women, man.
She was lying. She lied beautifully. And here's the worst part about it. Nobody came back and apologized to the lacrosse team. And all of those guys' reputations were ruined. They got kicked out of school. It's men that get arrested, removed from their job because they have no retribution. Nobody ever gives the consequences to these people that are lying. And it doesn't mean that it's not things that happen to people. But I don't like it when people then generalize and say to believe all women, because that would mean to automatically demonize somebody else. Because
No, we don't. We can.
the way
We
that
can
the justice
also.
system is supposed to work is that it's innocent until proven guilty. But when you say believe all women, if women was believable, we wouldn't have to preach it.
There you go, guys. I'm gonna give him a round of applause. If this campaign, this whole hashtag M2 and believe all women, guys, a lot of these women movements are just it's either social or economic push to redistribute resources from men to women. That's all it is. Believe all women is another one. You should be able to, a woman should make a false accusation against you, and you should be able to get something from him. That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. All these movements.
That's a fact.
We wouldn't have to preach it.
But how come?
I see women lie every single day. Every day. People.
I see men lie every single day.
People lie.
People
But
lie.
I am never going to give.
Okay, so what space do you create for a victim? What space do you create for a victim? So what do you think a victim should? What can a victim do? Because guess what? I said that I got hit. Everybody called me a liar, and guess what? That man.
But you were lying. She's sitting on this panel acting like what happened didn't happen. And that's what's crazy about this. And that's why no one else is saying anything, because they cannot believe it. Even Jazz is cringing. Jazz, when you have a demon like Jazz cringing, you know something's going on. She will stand 10 toes down on this whole thing. It's craziness. It's crazy. I tell you, she's gonna be the brick lady until the day she dies. And she's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars next season. Just watch.
Listen.
He hit me on 3 different platforms.
Listen.
So I'm just saying, what do you do about the people? Because it was brought up. I didn't bring it up. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that.
Bringing up this situation,
it was brought
and
up.
I'm telling you,
it was brought up.
No, I didn't bring it up. I'm talking to you. That he is a different person.
Anton is trying his level best, guys. He said, if this were Anton 2 years ago, he would have kicked her off 10 minutes ago. But he's trying.
I didn't bring that up. You keep bringing it up in order to justify your argument.
Do you have a sister or a daughter?
I got 3
Does that have to
brothers
do with anything?
and I have 1 daughter.
Okay. I also will agree. Here's my thing. As a person who has experience, it's hard not to speak from experience. I do think that when women are, I do think that there's a way. I think that especially a Black woman should never go to social media. If you've been assaulted, don't ever go to social media.
But that's exactly what she did. Listen to this, guys. You hear what she just said? If you get assaulted, don't ever go to social media. But that's exactly what she did, and that's why she's in this situation in the first place.
Never, ever do that. I totally agree with that. Like, but the system doesn't advocate for women too. Like, as a Black woman walked into a police station
I
and said,
think that you are bitter and you are scorned.
I'm not bitter and I'm not scorned. I am deeply heartbroken. I'm deeply heartbroken because what happened to me was brutal. And to happen to your own community, it was brutal. Because guess what? I'm a person who has advocated for our Black community forever. I've been to all the protests.
I think that you
everything I've done
honestly,
around.
you need to do some self-searching.
You don't know me, sweetheart, and you don't know what I'm gonna do. That was a brutal thing that I went through, and this guy laughed about it.
Offended at everything. You keep introducing yourself into the conversation in your own personal situation. So when I then speak to it, then that makes it valid. I never asked you your personal situation. I was speaking.
He brought it up.
I
know
don't
what you're doing
care
right now?
what
You're
he's
negating the fact
talking
that I
about.
came here prepared to have a adult conversation
Jazz cringing.
about the topic that was at hand.
The reason why you get the type of energy that you get.
For me not to react to my trauma.
Now, Anton's gonna go off. Watch.
It's crazy. First of all, I have done a lot of
care
stuff
about
for
your trauma.
I can tell that you don't care.
I don't care about your trauma. And what you don't,
I can tell you don't care.
Hold on.
I can tell you don't care.
Get back to it, y'all. I
But
promise.
we're going to act like I came here to have a conversation about the topic that you guys want to have and to add an intellectual level. I don't have a problem. You don't know what problems I have. You don't
listen to this absolute demon. Like I said before, some idiot shot up the club, and she has a kid, and her son is going to be just like this. She just has to be right. These beat ups think that the louder you are, the more right you are, and they couldn't be more mistaken. Every time you put a microphone in front of this woman's face or you put it on camera, it sounds worse and worse and worse. When she did this thing, she had no idea that it would get to this point. And she doesn't know how to handle it. It's crazy to me, guys. And this is going to keep going. It's going to keep going.
Don't know me.
I know it because I'm paying attention to what you interacting with me right now. I'm speaking on what my personal interaction with you in this short amount of time is.
What's your negating? Okay, so let me talk about the worst thing that ever happened to you. Laugh about it, and then when you react to it, be like, "Oh, you know what? This is the problem that you have. You're negating what he did." Okay, I can tell that you don't care. I can tell you don't care.
Bringing it up.
I didn't bring it up. He brought it up.
Bringing it
now
up.
that you bring it up, now that you bring it up, you can't act like it didn't happen.
I don't care about what the fuck you think about your situation. If you want to address that with him separately, offline,
I don't think that anybody, I don't think that you or him have the range to have that conversation with me.
I'm having it with you right now.
You don't need no range for the paperwork.
Stop 2K. Stop 2K. Give me 1 second. Your problem, and give me a second. You
don't know what my problem.
Here he goes. Watch.
You're free to respond. You're free to respond. I'm trying not to mute you because I want to make sure that we had this conversation. You introduced yourself into the conversation with me. You keep introducing your own personal situation when I was talking in general. Your problem, and this is the problem of a lot of women that's out here, is that you bring this type of energy on you. I know women that ain't never had a problem with a man in their life. I know women that ain't never been assaulted. I know women that ain't never had.
So now you're saying that I bring.
I do too, guys. When you meet a feminine woman, you just know it. You just know it. Feminine women get doors open for them, car doors open for them, protection. You know, there will be guys that will be vehemently against each other. There will be blood rivals, but they will not fight in the presence of feminine women. That's why they say, let's take this outside. Because they don't, you can have guys that hate each other, but they will not act out or crash out in front of a feminine woman. That's exactly what Anton's talking about. And broads like this are the exact opposite of that. She's one of those where she's gonna get her ass whooped one day for real. Someone's gonna hit her with a brick for real one of these days.
That kind of energy to myself.
Stop. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to speak, but I keep trying to tell you that your femininity is your secret weapon. That's the thing that you have as a trump card. You talk too much. You too aggressive. You masculine. It ain't that we think is
I'm masculine.
We can identify when a woman want to act like a man, and we treat you as such.
No, I do not. First of all, the men I'm in community with, the men that I'm in.
I'm so sorry. This girl's voice is starting to give me a headache. We're almost there, guys. Just keep on keeping on.
Have that type of energy. If you want to have that type of energy,
like this,
I gotta mute you because you're not gonna keep interrupting me. If you gonna have that type of energy
and see her run, now watch. She comes back and she tries to be like, "I'm gonna say one thing and I'm gonna leave." Anton's like, "No, you're not." Watch.
Cool. Listen, ladies, let them run. Let them run.
Could we slow clap?
Hold on, and I just want to say this.
Damn!
I want to say this really quickly because I never ever and it ain't a person up here that could say that I was offensive. It ain't a person up here that could say I called her out of her name. It ain't a person up here that could say that I said anything negative to her whatsoever. She introduced herself into this conversation. She got met with aggression, and I would implore every guy to stand 10 toes down and stop letting these chicks bully you just because she a woman.
There you go, guys. There you go. You got look. If women asked for this, guys, you should talk to a woman, especially if you're not trying to sleep with the woman.
Yeah.
Talk to her like you would a man. It's what they asked for. Be honest. If you're not trying to sleep with a girl, well, even if you're trying to sleep with a girl, because look, you want to be the guy where you could. There are plenty of Chads and Tyrones who can say whatever they want, and the woman sleeps with them anyway. Be that guy. Say your regular rhetoric. If a woman wants to sleep with you anyway, that tells you how attractive you are. But anyway, give these women what they want. Do I look fat in this dress? Yes. You look like a blimp. You look like the Goodyear blimp in that dress. Tell them, guys. This is 2024. This is exactly what women wanted. Give it to them. On you. Kids' gloves are off.
She can't bully nobody up here. And I tried to offer her grace by being an intercessor between her and 2K. But the reality of it is that type of woman, the personification of her, and any woman that's like her are going to have problems for their entire life with men, with society, with the police, with labels, and they always gonna be a victim. Those type of women are always gonna be a victim. And the problem, here's the other part of that problem, is that women, y'all gonna be the ones that get labeled as angry black women because she is going to be your representative.
There you go, guys. I'm gonna give Anton a round of applause. He's 100% correct, guys. The stereotype of the angry black woman is well deserved because of stuff like this. They say, "Oh yeah, black women have worse health care and they get less pain medicine and all this." It's because they go into these doctors' offices giving medical professionals hell. Companies will hire black women in the HR department or the accounts receivable department or the HR department as attack dogs because they know black women have this attitude and will yell and scream at everybody. If you want to protect the money for your organization, put a black woman in front of the vault door, and she won't let anybody in. I'm dead serious. She'll be yelling and screaming at everybody.
Always the loudest ones in the room that's gonna paint a picture, and it don't matter how feminine you are, you basically gonna have to go in there. You know how they say that you got to go in there? A lot of times we got to go into the workplace or we got to go into the classrooms and we got to perform 10 times harder. It's not because society is racist. It's because they then represent you, and then they create a personification in other people's minds, and y'all got to go out there and fight the fight for them because y'all don't hold them accountable. If y'all keep letting them type of woman get away and paint the picture and y'all keep supporting them in the name of black women, guess what? I don't believe that most black women are like that. I tend to believe through my own personal experience in real life that most black women are feminine, they cool, they dope. Even if they have a difference of opinion with you,
I don't think so, man. I think that freaking 80% of American black women cannot be saved. They can't. They can't, dude. Nope. I think that 80% of black women are freaking wild animals up in here, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
I'm dead serious when I say that.
They then lean to their femininity because they truly are that. They can't avoid what it is that God made them. But if y'all keep letting these fuck chicks come up here and embarrass y'all, and I ain't just talking about on this panel, I'm talking about in life. If y'all keep letting these women keep embarrassing y'all, then y'all can't complain about how y'all looked at as society, because she is the very definition of an angry black woman, and she wouldn't even let nobody else speak. She act like this is her panel.
True.
Doug.
The break when she
Yo.
So this girl named Jess, she kind of looks like the same race of people. The brick lady come from.
No, Jazz is Black American.
Oh.
Are you talking about this one or this one?
Yeah, the one on the bottom left.
Yeah, she's straight up Black American. She's not Ethiopian, like or Somali, whatever Roda Osman is.
Yeah.
She got on here.
But you started the excuse my language, you started the shit. You started it.
It was gonna happen regardless if 2K said something. It don't matter. She was ready to go to war when she
was
first got
ready.
up.
She was gonna be turned. I never said nothing about it, and she was coming at me. I met her. We're cool.
It took me 15 minutes to realize who she was. I didn't know what the hell was going on. The chat figured out who she was before.
Hold on.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, y'all don't understand when that happened. Black men were under attack.
Facts.
Y'all don't help black women. Y'all let this happen. It was like the Kamala thing with a brick.
You guys. It's true though, man. The amount of hell that black men were catching because of her. And look who's back. Here we go.
Me too, because I said she was lying.
Yep.
And you know she doing her live from a car.
Okay.
With a brick.
Christ.
Okay, here's the thing. I just want to say something.
Well, she back. I'm still wondering if I can answer the question.
Hold on. Can I say something and leave? Because I'm gonna leave.
Don't
leave, bro.
Give me a second. We got a whole night.
Anton,
We're gonna get through this shit.
first of all, Island Girl, thank you for the invitation.
Hold on. Let me set the
No,
rules.
I don't want to be muted. I'm just gonna.
No, you can't fucking come up here. No. This is how we gonna do it. Either you gonna be cordial and you gonna participate the whole night, or you can't come up here and get your shit off and leave. Either you gonna give grace and be able to have a conversation with everybody and not run off as a victim and think you gonna get your shit off and leave, or
because that's another thing a lot of women do. They'll do drive-by emotional damage. So they'll say something crazy and then run off. And it's like, wait, whoa, hold up a second now. Wait. Stand on it. Where are you going?
Yeah. Bring your behind back here.
Yeah. Bring that big mouth back here. Yeah.
You can just leave right now. Because everybody got to get into this, and we're going to have a conducive conversation. We're going to go over multiple different subjects, and you're not going to be the highlight. You're not going to be the victim, and we're not going to bring up your situation no more. If you want to stick around and chill, then that's cool. You're going to wait your turn like everybody else. We're going to have a great conversation, or you can leave right now. But I'm not about to let you come up here, get your shit off, and leave. You can
Are you leaving, bro? Are you leaving? Because we're going to you're muted.
You're muted. You got to unmute yourself.
You got to unmute. Oh, she can't.
No, I don't know what she did.
Well, so that's the brick lady. I don't know what she thought that she was doing, guys. She started the conversation acting like nobody. Like, how do you not know who she is? And was it Ava that said that it took her, or was it Jerry that said that it took her 15 minutes to realize who she was? She's freaking unmistakable. Us black men knew who she was
Yeah.
because all of us got dragged because of her. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, and way before that, the chair in the when the guys was fighting on the chair, we us black folks enjoyed that, and then she just come on us and ruined it.
Yep. Yep. Telling you guys. Yikes. I'm gonna show one more thing before we get out of here.
It's her
Okay.
fault. We feeling this men versus beer foolishness.
Yep. Because I found this the other day. Let me see. Hold on. I think Instagram. Why are you not letting me show my? Oh, so this girl is a wannabe Houston rapper, and she got. Hold on. Let me show the 1 second, you guys. Nope, that's not it. Give me one more second, guys. So this Houston rapper, Sky something or other, she was posing with this guy, and she got okay, here it is. So this Sky the Finest, she was posing with this guy. So this guy was talking trash on Instagram, and his ops came up and freaking started shooting and shot her in the face. Look at this.
Your bro asked me to take. You can see him literally running behind me as the shots were fired. And over here is the car that was next to where I got shot at, that was shot up as well. And over here is a piece of my jaw that was literally blown out of my face, leading to the puddle of blood that my head was lying in. These are clearly bullet wounds,
that,
y'all.
guys.
Ain't no damn infected dimple piercings. Out of surgery, I got plates in my jaw. Stitch my face. Like shit. My nose swole. I got a bruise on my
Look
arm.
at that.
Still got some ice there.
Now you may feel bad for this woman, but look at this. Look at her Instagram.
Is she one of those rappers who sing about offlining other people?
Yep.
Yeah. Why should I feel bad?
Wait. Trying to see whenever. And she has a kid too. Look at this. Oh, they don't show any of her raps on it, but she does all this hood rap.
It broke my heart the day I found out that you didn't make it. I tried my best.
Well, yeah, dude, a bullet through her face. And that's what happens, man. When you hang out with these kind of people, and she's in Houston trying to be part of the quote unquote rap game, this is what happens.
Yeah. What damage did the bullets do?
Obviously put holes in my face, fractured my jaw up there, had to get plates inside my mouth.
She still has that weave with that baby hair though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Took my teeth out on this. I only got these 4 teeth in the front. I got 1 tooth back there. I got 1 right there and 1 right there. The rest of them gone. And then I got a chipped tooth in the front.
Yeah. What did the doctors say? Did they say it was like a miracle or?
I mean, everybody saying that. They saying I'm real lucky for sure.
Yeah.
But it don't take away just because it's lucky and stuff. I see y'all little comments. Oh, she probably got hit with a little 22. Like bitch, let me shoot you with a 22. See if you survive. I don't give a fuck how little the gun is, bitch. Like the fuck, like nigga, it still impaled my face type time. So
yeah. What damage did?
Feel bad for her now? I don't.
Nope.
You want to be part of that street life? This is exactly what happens. Dante in Friends Purgatory said it. Hanging around with freaking Glocktavius has consequences. 100% true.
What's even the point of hanging around these street life? Why can't people just make rap music?
I was awake.
I don't
It doesn't have to be about guns or killing other or should I say offlining other members Is it really that hard? Like, do people have to like just rap about that? Because I think that music is just not really good.
I'm trying. Yeah, man. She has all.
So y'all, I make these little hoes pop it off. She can make some shake. I feel like Boosie till I walk it off. He ain't sliding cheese. I feel like Martin till him get to stepping. Had it like a.
Yep. And now she gets a bullet in the face. I don't feel bad for any of these broads, man. I don't. You know, freaking Nug, Pookie, Gloctavius, hang around with them long enough, and you can catch a stray bullet. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. We've been going on for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Pyro, any final words about Brick Lady?
That scammer. She has a nice behind. That's about it. But she shapes nice. But this woman just needs help in every single way. Mental health. She needs somebody to keep her in check. This woman, the things that she did, man, and the chaos she caused on the internet. She just needs to find some place and sit down.
This is her on Instagram.
I'll stop scamming people because she has a nice.
Crazy, guys. Just absolute insanity.
Did you read her bio? Look at her bio.
We're supposed to feel bad for this woman. And she has a kid. This is someone's mother.
And she's releasing Thirst Trap.
Disgusting, dude. How many followers does she have? 53,000 followers.
And they're all women. I'm just telling you that.
That's ridiculous, guys.
You can know what she is if you look at her bio.
Oh, let me bring it back up. Hold on 1 second. Where'd it go? That's not it. Hold on. Where'd it go? Here it is. You said her bio. Let me see. Resistant and apologetically living outside the restrictions of white supremacy and patriarchy, Black feminist framework, journalist, scholar, speaker. Yeah, man. Yep, that's her.
Man, this woman is a straight up feminist, like the final level.
Well, guys, B-dubs like freaking Rhoda Osmond are just Agents Chaos. And she isn't even Black American. So talk about culture vulture. Why isn't she freaking talk about that? She's not American Black, but she sure did take all the worst aspects of American Black women and run with it, didn't she? Keisha culture at its finest. Tell you, too many women, B-dubs in particular, are actual demons, guys. Rhoda Osmond's one of them. Freaking bullet in the face is one of them. Miss Gangster Rapper here. Avoid these women at all costs, guys. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for being here, Pyro. For Frankus Maximus, Carlos X, Dante's Inferno Purgatory, Steve M, Jessica. I think Carlos X, Whiteout. Who else was in here? Urban, Ronnie. All you guys, thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys either on Wednesday or next Sunday, one of the two, okay? Have a good one.
I really enjoyed the stream, man. See you soon.
All right, thanks, buddy. Bye.
Yeah.